Good evening, one and all. It's Sunday. It's the end of the working week. It's the end of the week entirely, in fact. And you know what that means? That means it's time for some more good old Warframe. Hello and welcome, everyone. How are we doing today? I see there's already been at least one hydrate in the chat, so cheers on that. Welcome in, everybody. How are we doing today? The raffle is, of course, already up. I see some tickets there in the chat, so yes, if you do want to get on that, just click it straight away. Why not? Well, type it. Tap. And Nazami making very good use of their Spanish there as well. Welcome in, Nazami. Cheers on that. Coracle with another hydrate? Sure. Cheers. Why the hell do you have this muted? Well, that's an interesting choice on your side, Ladybug. Did you not notice the lack of startup music or something? Okay. Today's the day of violence. Time to play Ukulele. I mean, if you want to play Ukulele, you go right ahead. I can't stop you. You go right ahead on that. But let's see. Today I am going to be cracking a whole bunch of relics. But before we get diving in on that, as is standard, we have got today's sortie. And that today with no background noise from the NPCs.
Engineer.
Grilla, thank you. I always love that sound effect as well. Well, that sound alert. Cheers, Grilla. Oh, fair enough, Ladybug. I mean, the music is meant to be rather quiet in the background there, mostly, yeah. But today we have got an interception with enemy physical enhancement. We have got a sabotage with Xmas Stronghold and an exterminate with augmented enemy armor. Shouldn't be too much to handle all of this lot. The interception does take a little bit longer, but we'll be fine. I see already we have Darthia wanted to join on in. We got Bill Cool wanted to join on in. And we got Hatari wanted to join on in. Perfect, full squad just like that. Cocker wanting an armor ship Oberon for the last part of the sortie. What was the last one? Augmented enemy armor? Okay, fair enough. I don't remember exactly how that functions with Oberon's armor strip. I guess we'll see. But in the meantime, we've got an Inception to get started with, haven't we? We have got that to get started with. Let's grab, of course, not sorted by name, sorted by usage. Let's grab my main. Of course, it's Lavos. Fenmore? Yeah, let's go Fenmore. Bring Fenmore. I'm going to bring the Jura because I do love a good laser beam. Let's just make sure I haven't broken any of these builds. There's a possibility. Beta Grenadier, that's not going to work on this. Beta Corrupted, there we go. Not really a necessary Bane, but you know what? I have it, so I'm going to use it. Bane of Corrupted, perfect. Praedos, oh, let's switch that out. Let's use Inadem, actually. Yeah. A little bit of Inademinum. It's over 20,000 spanners in the first 3 minutes. Yep, yeah, there's been a few spanners thrown here. In fact, let me see. There was 1, 2, 3 hydrates, is that? No, wait, 2 hydrates and a good vibe, so that's 900. 20,000 on the sound alerts and 1,000 on the pick frame. So it's 21,900 spanners have already been spent on this stream today. Never mind, it's now 22,200. Spaghetti, cheers. Appreciate it. Just making sure I'm extra hydrated right now, aren't we? I appreciate it. Let's get cracking on this interception, shall we? Get this sortie out of the way. Hydroid Urator with Stug. Pass. Blood. Yeah, I'll just pass on that, thank you. Look forward to any new encounter weapons. We'll have to see all the details as and when they launch. It's certainly interesting that they've gone with incarnate adapters rather than whole new incarnate weapons. I wonder how... Will they give us new mastery for the new adapted weapons, or will it not be a mastery source? That I do wonder about. But at the very least, yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll just have to see how it all works out when it arrives. Any relics I have in mind? The relics I have. Pretty much. We'll see what I've got and work with it from there, Garagobber. I haven't got any specific goals in mind, but you never know, something may come to. Mostly, it's just, we've been doing a hell of a lot of sciencey bits and pieces. Oh, hey there. We've been doing a hell of a lot of sciencey bits and pieces, and I figured we could do something that's just pure game profit. Mix it up a little, you know? It'll at least be a good time for all the weapons. That's perhaps part of the idea is, yeah, bring people to things which have been otherwise a little bit ignored. I see enemies are still vanishing. I didn't need to reload there, but whatever. Whatever. Enough science time for murder? Basically, yeah. Murder and profit. Mostly profit. I mean, we are mercenaries after all. We're here for the money. Goodness gracious, I am still a terrible shot. You know, the whole enemies vanishing when they die bug is really... it really takes you out of it when they just literally vanish in front of you sometimes. It really does take you out of it. Oh, excuse me, don't know where that came from. Oh, sudden sneeze necessity. There we go, now I can just go for it. I got my headshots. Just aim in the general direction and death be upon them. Thank you, Kark, I appreciate it. Cheers, Cosmo. Curious how endgame begin to load out would work. Excalibur with Brata and Scarnolato. We'll have to, again, see about the details. That's always a problem with new weapons or new options, new modifications. It's all in the details. Like, you can say, oh yeah, we're going to have an Incarnate sword which will transform and have extra perks. It's like, cool, okay, what does any of that mean for the actual game mechanics? Because, like, compared to what we got recently with the arcanes, the mirror defense arcanes, we got, here is an arcane where you do a parkour maneuver, you gain damage reduction. Oh, but you need to do all three of them for the maximum reduction. They all have a 4-second independent time and no refreshing off the whole stack. You're like, oh, okay, that's a bit... Hey, here's a damage bonus based on how big your magazine is, but you have to reload the entire magazine for the entire bonus, and also it only lasts 10 seconds. Good luck. Like, But then on the other side, it's like, hey, here's an arcane that if you proc a status effect, it will also proc another random status effect. By the way, when we said random, we mean literally any physical, elemental, or combination status effect, even if you don't have it on your weapon. And it's like, that's bonkers. What? Okay. Yeah, we'll take that one. So it is really all in the details. When I first read the Encumber arcane, I figured it was just going to give you a status effect random off your weapon. You know, stating random as opposed to duplicating a status you landed. But no, literally any status available. That's... okay. Alright. Yeah, good. They said they involve stat increases. I wouldn't expect the Incarnate adapters to give us stat decreases. Again, we don't know the scale of it. We could give, for example, the Incarnate Lato 1 extra damage. That would be a stat increase. Obviously, they're not going to give it just one, but we need to know the figures. Otherwise, it's just a case of, it'll be interesting. Let's see what happens. Is round status kind of broken? Define broken. Define broken first. And then realize that Warframe is not a game that shies away from broken. Warframe is a game that simply puts the broken behind enough of a grind that it says, once you've got there, sod it, you've done it, just have it. Bilkul, yeah. If you're not on location D, certainly in group missions, you will not get swarmed by enemies. D is always the one that gets swarmed in Inception for some reason. Yeah, if you look into Warframe for any length of time, you'll realize that basically every bit of it is brokenly overpowered in some way, somewhere, somehow. It's just that getting access to it is the real game. So, like, you've got spy missions. Ivara can cheese the ever-loving hell out of them, but first you need to actually do the spy missions to get Ivara. Or you can get hold of Wukong, but that first means being in a clan that's researched Wukong, so technically there is that barrier to entry there. Or how you've got the Seal Path Arcanes, which give you plus 360% damage, but first you do need to go through the Seal Path or just buy your way into it. Pretty much all of the crazy stuff in this game is unbalanced as hell. It's just the very nature of Warframe allows them to get away with that, because the whole idea is, you have to earn your way up to it, it's fine. Also, I forgot to equip a companion after doing a thumbnail again. Whoops. Warframe is not a balanced game. It's a game designed to be cheesed. We try to suggest at times that D could do some balancing, but the balance in this game isn't there, let's be real honest about it. It's not there. It's kind of hard to balance a game where you can multiply together mods, such as, hey, deal plus 165% damage at all times for no reason, aside from having the mod equipped. and how weapon damage and critical chance and status chance can all vary so wildly, and enemies scale so insanely. There's no balance in that. There is no balance to be had in it. It's just you have challenge after insurmountable challenge, and then you get the gear and you surmount it. And once you've surmounted all of the challenges, you discover that you've actually surmounted everything ever. There we go. I think I missed a question about Profit Take. What did I miss up there? Question, Ken. Could status arcane with right RNG make Profit Take more effective? So Profit Take, you don't deal statuses to deal with it. You deal direct damage to deal with it. Secondary Encumber is not going to help you there where you need to deal damage of different types. It's when you need to deal status effects you don't normally have access to. Profit Taker is all about doing damage, and a lot of damage of the relevant types. Just having that damage type present is not enough to do Profit Taker effectively. So no, Encumber and Profit Taker is not a thing in that regard. Is not. Sorry to hear you feel like garbage today. Hopefully you'll feel better as you go through enjoying the stream today, if you have the opportunity, I suppose. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as Spartan, it's a primer boost. It does allow for self-priming to be even more effective. Whilst I didn't cover it explicitly in the video, I hope that everyone can put 2 and 2 together and realize that, what's it called? Galvanized Shot? Yeah, Galvanized Shot with the secondary Encumber Arcane will give you an insane damage bonus. Truly insane. So yeah, you can do that. But if you're not using it as a self-priming super hybrid weapon, then it's still the best in slot when it comes to being a status priming secondary arcane. So long as you're not using a massive AoE weapon like the Epitaph for priming. If you are using the Epitaph for other major multi-hit weapons, then it falls off. We got the Sabotage Experts, let's do that. Would a Lavos-style gun be interesting? A Lavos-style gun. When you say a Lavos-style gun, do you perhaps mean Lavos' signature gun that has increased damage based on status effects, just like Lavos' fourth ability? Because otherwise, Lavos is a little bit more than just a single gun, so I don't know how you can narrow him down to just being that. What does Lavos-style mean? Changing elements mid-mission. Right, okay. I don't know if it's something that DE have considered. But it, again, comes down to the details, really. It comes down to the details. How would they implement it? What would they do with it? What would the bonuses be? What would the stats be? What's the downside to the gimmick? Oh, and the hit streaks apparently is a thing, yeah. There we are. I forgot about the hit streaks, I'll be honest. As I go through the filing cabinet of details in my mind about Warframe weapons, I get to the Histrix, and Histrix just has the line, exists.
Intruders are forcing open this
so yeah, that is all I know about the Histrix off the top of my head. It exists. I need to look into it further to better approach that. I was really hoping to get Morning Khan in charge off of that guy, but he was too busy flailing around like an absolute muppet. Waypoint, please. Thank you. Oh, don't get stuck on the doorway. That was stupid. Something hitched right there. I lost a couple frames, and I was pointed at the doorway rather than downwards.
Only allows travel in one direction.
Old.
Start up the portal generators to reverse the polarity.
Alright, let's get these generators up and running. Okay, something just took me out of that. Oh. Someone else finishes hacking in, it takes me out of it and gives me electric block. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Do weapon elements for a Chroma rework? I don't feel that Chroma needs to be focused on changing the elements on his weapon. If anything, that can get in the way of certain builds and approaches. Like, for example, if you have a weapon that doesn't want to have cold added into it, because it'll turn your heat into blast, if that then locks you out of using the cold benefits, such as bonus armor on Chroma, then that can be a problem. So, again, it all comes down to the implementation, and at that point, we're straying right into fanfic territory. Like, well into fanfic territory there. And for those of you who don't know what I mean by fanfic territory, specifically, when people like to come up with ideas as to how Warframe could be entirely different in one way or another, it's fun discussion to think about at times, but at the end of the day, it's all fantasy. Fantasy beyond even video game fantasy, because it just doesn't exist in the game and there's almost no chance of existing. Like, Kaiser there asking for an Octavia rework. Okay, cool. Ask the devs. Put it on the forums. Send it to them. We could be talking about what doesn't exist till the cows come home. And achieve absolutely nothing in the process.
There's the torsion beam device, but they've taken the void key. Find it.
I will say though that on that topic, I have considered doing a video about basically a single change I'd make to each Warframe. Go through all 52 of them. One change to each Warframe. What I would like to see. I just not entirely sure if that's a video that people would like to see. You know, things like one change I'd make to Banshees 4 to make it a hell of a lot more relevant. One change I'd make to Ashes 1 to make that more relevant. One change I'd make to how Baruch works to make that more usable. Okay, I appear to have misunderstood the community. A lot of you are saying yes, yes, would like to see it. What would Lavos' change be? Okay. Okay, fair enough then. Is there anyone here who would not want to see that video, just on balance of opinion? Because I'm seeing a lot of yeses so far. Just so I get a proper understanding. Am I missing 2 ribbon slivers at once?
Objective complete.
I can't be bothered.
And torsion beam device are out of commission.
I can't be bothered to go get those ribbon slivers. They're hundreds of meters away.
Proceed to extraction now.
You'd love it if Pro 2 wasn't griefed by anyone running brief respite. Yeah, that really steps into bug territory, doesn't it? Like, that shouldn't be happening on that issue. Onwards, I make it nice, so don't mind. Oh, thank you, Gruder. I appreciate that. People like seeing opinions. I mean, that's an opinion. So, we'll take that as it is. It could be awesome, engineer, if I was a dev for a day video. I mean, if I was a dev for a day, those of you who are regulars here, you would know, if I was a dev for a day, the first change that would happen in all of Warframe, it is not a change to Hydroid. That would take more time and effort to consider. It is not a change to Lavos to make him even better than he already is. It is not a change to give the Fullman some Omega stats or anything like that. It isn't even a change to delete Uralia as much as I might want to. No. Those who have been regulars of this channel, Rainu for already hitting the nail on the head, know that what I would actually do is change how void traces work when it comes to cracking relics. Because that is a pain point for me. That has annoyed me since day one of cracking relics. So if I was a dev for a day, I would address that. I would smash void traces into the ground very simply by taking them out of being necessary for opening up a relic. You'd still have void traces as a thing to get the relic bonus, the reactant bonus as it were, giving you infinite ammo, or giving you bonus strength and range, whatever stats they want to give you. But the whole, you need to collect 10 void traces to open up the relic, gone, removed, nada, zip, out of the game. Completely deleted. Because everyone here, and I do mean everyone here, has gone into a void fissure at some point, and through basically no fault of their own, has failed to get enough void traces to open up the relic. the game has simply loaded you into the mission too late so that it was already done, or it just didn't spawn enough enemies, it didn't give you enough drops from those few enemies that gave them to you. Your squad was just not sensible enough to stop playing the mission long enough for it to spawn them in. Whatever it was. Everyone here has gone into relic cracking and has in one way or another had the game say, no, you do not get the reward you came here for because... And that I find a problem. That I find a problem. Yeah, it's a reactant. Yeah, so, sorry, Ray said Void Tracer, no, it's reactant. Reactant, yeah. My bad on that. I followed Ray say Void Traces and it stuck in my head, so if you want to complain to anyone, at Raynuva, he said it wrong, blame him, not the streamer. Streamer's got too much to focus on, totes. Alright, Karakop requested we do a little bit of Oberon for this final mission of the sorties. Let's get this up and going. They said specifically an armor strip Oberon. Okay, so we're going to need near enough this here, but I need a little bit more strength for corrosive projection. Has someone got corrosive projection? Oh, there we are. Bill Cool's got corrosive projection, so I can just run with this then. Let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a whirl. I'm going to switch out Avenger for Steadfast. Just because I'm aware that this is still an expensive ability, I want to spam it more, so if I have this, I can spam it more. I'm going all out on allow me to cast abilities, Bluzz. And in fact, I'm even going to Xenoric it. That's how much I want to do it. Oh, has someone, has Zom let someone get away with a non-English message? Oh, who's done this? Hold up, let me scroll. There it is. Chocodiki, you know the rules here. Don't be like that. Come on now. Kill blimey. Can I explain Lavos build a bit? Or isn't it changed from the last video 2 years before? My Lavos build is the one that is in the... what's it? The Swift Bite video. Because there was a change to Lavos since the Lavos guide. So I've gone for a little bit more of a efficiency duration focus by taking offline range, put on transient fortitude, and putting Swift Bite in place of, was it Augur Reach? I think it was Augur Reach. Yeah. So if you check out my video on Swift Bite, linked there by Korokop, the Augments video, that one has my current Lavos build, and it works. It's solid. Let's get the prediction up and going as well. Whilst we're at it, what reward do y'all think we're going to get from today's sortie? Is it going to be an NASA sculpture? Is it going to be a ribbon? Is it going to be a booster or something else entirely? Get that blue spanner icon on the bottom of your chat there. Click onto it and see if you're right with your prediction. Oh. Cheers. Legendary core? Oh, we don't get legendary cores on this stream. That's never happened before. Why would we get a legendary core on this stream? I don't think that's ever going to happen, chat.
The tower's neural sentry is
Legendary core, please. As if I'm so lucky. Alright, if I don't fall whilst trying to read the chat... Oh, I forgot my bloody companion again. Why don't... Am I doing this wrong? I haven't seen them get armor stripped. Unless, oh, is it that thing where if it's an armor enhanced, it doesn't stack correctly?
The tower's neural sentry has turned the soldiers into mindless attackers.
I'm just annoyed that I forgot to bring companion again. I need to just stop dying so quickly. I'm trying to. Okay, it's an exterminate. I'm not going to find out. I need an enemy that is not being murdered by my allies. But I don't think I'm going to be able to find that. Let me see if I can jump ahead of the fighting somehow. Ah, that's the wrong way. This Butcher is alive for now. Nah, I can't even tell if that was enough to wipe it or not. I'll give up on that one. But the armor strip does not seem to be stripping like we would expect, no. Overall strip needs synergy with hallowed ground? That one I'm missing here? Armor reduction. Cast enemy. Oh, also okay. They need to be on the fucking. See, this is why no one uses Oberon. When you have to use 2 abilities to get some armor strip. Right, my bad. That's what I was missing. It's been so long since I've used this guy. He is so outclassed by pretty much everything in the game these days. You have to cast some grass. Oh, and the dead before I. Yep. Let me try it again. Let's. Oh no, these guys aren't armored, so it doesn't matter. Let me find some different enemies. Here we go. So we cast some grass. And the dead. So. All right, here we go. So we cast some and the dead. I'm genuinely trying to get ahead an armor strip. And they're not. Well then. Yeah, Oberon sucks. It's just no. Just no. He had his time. It's gone. It's gone. And today we get an affinity booster. Okay, to go alongside with the event affinity booster. So there we are, that's a thing. Getting absolutely plenty of affinity in at the moment. Let's see here. 3 people figured it will be a booster. Korokop throwing 100 spanners into it. You're going to get back quite a bit more than 100. Quite a bit more than 100 there because, yeah, that's an 88.9 to 1 return. Yeah, that's quite a few spanners. Let's see, 10,000 spanners being handed out, the vast majority to Korokop. That's pretty neat. Alright. GG's Bill Cool. Have a good one. Alrighty. Yeah. Oberon, there's a reason that sorted by usage. We have Oberon Prime, Nidus Prime, Baruch Prime. Given the Baruch only recently came out, and I'm just not a fan of Nidus, this kind of tells you where he's at, doesn't it? This kind of tells you where he's at. As I say, I feel like Oberon isn't even that far from being good. He just needs little changes like health orbs on affected targets of 4, not those who die or direct damage. Again, he's got changes that could happen. We're getting again into fanfic territory of what could change, but you know, yeah. If we just take it for what we have, Oberon is not good. I see that Silverstrom has decided to be very brave here and request a Eurali pick a frame. Silverstrom asking for Eurali. I see. Silverstrom, are you even still here at this point? Because all your message was just Eurali, Umbra, smiley face, and then ticket. Oh, they are still here. Okay. I see. You know what? I'm in this kind of a mood. Let's make a quick little poll here. Let's make a quick little poll. What should I do? Do we play Eurali or time out Silverstrom? Yeah, that's the poll. Do we play Eurali or time them out? I'll give you guys a minute to choose on that one. Do we play Eurali or do we time out Silverstrom for choosing it? Oh, I'm loving how tight this vote is right now. That is close. Well, it was close. Got a little bit less close all of a sudden. If you got to add context request, that's why it's up there as an option. That's why it's up there as an option to time them out. They're going to pick Eurali of all frames, with the only context being haha umbral frame. I've not allowed any extra voting Unity spammers on this one. This is pure democracy this time around. Yeah, I'll get to decide. Are we playing you ready? We're timing out Silver Strong for trying to pick him. Oh, and the vote has come in. It's a 40-60 split in favor of Ureli. Silverstrom, you survive this time. You survive this time. Ureli is. This time. Alright then. Let's get cracking some relics. I also noticed we got some messages coming in. Let's see then. Mind if I join some relic cracking? You may indeed. Hello, here for the relics if I can. Let's see. We've still got Darth and Hatari in the squad here. Let's see. I'll be up for sortie and relic cracking. Sortie time. Oh, Bilko, you only asked for the sortie. Oh, wait, you're already out. Never mind. Hatari, mind if I join? Technically, they only said join. Didn't say if they're here for the relics or not. So, on that completely random basis, Hatari, thank you very much for joining in. We're going to rotate around just to keep it fair. Give everyone a few missions. And by the smallest of technicalities, I'm kicking you out. Hatari, thank you very much for joining on the sortie. Which relics? Yes. Right then, seeing as we're running Urani, we should probably go to a mission which should... And Darth has just vanished. And... Well, it's... Okay. You specifically asked to be here for relics, but what? So I guess Garuga then, okay. I don't know what happened there. Quick reminder, guys, that this is an English-only stream. If I see any more people posting things in not English, that'll be the fourth person today, and I will just start handing timeouts, and they will not be short timeouts. Stick to the rules or get fuck. I'm not here to try and moderate chat, I'm here to try and run a stream. If you force me to moderate, I will be heavy-handed. I'm done already with it now. Oh, still on? Well, sorry, your spot's already gone now, Darth. I don't know what happened there. You just left the squad. We'll roll around. You had the sortie. We'll roll it around. There's going to be more missions. Alrighty then. Let's see. What have we got that Urani can enjoy? Have we got ourselves a reasonable fish to pick with her? I don't really like the look of those. Defense, defense, rescue, rescue, defense, mobile defense. Ugh. Ugh. Let's check the steel path. What have we got here? Exterminate! That's better. Yeah, that looks about the best one on here. Let's do the exterminate one. Let's do this one. Sort by refinement, get the valuable stuff. Oh, it is saying here I should use an O2. What's an O2? Okay, don't remember having one of these, but sure, yeah, I can't upgrade it. I can partially upgrade it, let's do that. Let's do that one, there we are. Do I think I'll host another AMA? I hadn't planned on doing one anytime soon, Ray, no. Yeah, I was on 99 trace out of 100 there. That's a bit unfortunate, but we'll just partially upgrade the relic and call it a day. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Why do I see 3 ships? Rage. Freaking just... Oh my god. Really? I mean, really now? And you... Whatever. Cephalon Rage, now on the blacklist. I mean, really, right to the last second there. But we'll just burn our way through these. We'll grab our reactant. We'll grab our loot. I forgot my freaking companion again. That's 4 missions. Oh. But at least we've got the reactant very quickly on this one. Because exterminates just shit out reactant. Oh, listen here. Oh, there we go. I mean, that's fair enough. So it's you in chat saying you join, but... Okay, you don't have to join. There's no requirement to join. It's just the frustration of someone joining, taking up a spot from someone else, and then at the last second going, oh, by the way, I'm out. Come on. I get it if something comes up, but come on. Yoink. There's someone down low. Where's this enemy? There they are. Can't always be helped. Can be annoying. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Can't always be helped, but it's still rough. Especially for everyone else who may have wanted to join. That's a spot that's just gone. And I don't want to be sat around juggling getting people into a squad forever either. That doesn't make for a good stream. Trying to be at the beck and whims of when does someone want to be in a squad. You come here for a stream for stream content, not for queuing simulator. At least I know I'm not interested in queuing simulator streams. Like when someone's trying to play high-level Apex and they just tab out for 10 minutes every time they're queuing up. It's like, yep, nope, that's uninteresting. I will go watch something else now. I'm aware, Vlad. I did say this 2.5 minutes ago. I'd have my companion on me again. Alright, enemy broken. Let's get out of here. And slowly... Never mind. I was about to say slowly getting the hang of Murray Arena, but then I just immediately bonked something as I started that sentence, so whatever. Ta-da! What am I most excited for in the upcoming update? Just to see what they've done with Devere and how they've implemented it all, really. That's a whole new game mode, whole style of stuff. I just want to see how they've done it. Here we go. If you're about done over there, we are cracking relics, not farming affinity.
Listen
Ooh. Well, this could have been better loot. I mean, Warframe has a value of apparently 7 platinum, because it is Volta. Apparently not crafted one either. Yeah. Sure, why not?
The mission was scrapped, but everyone made it out.
Which Meet the Team video was my favourite? Oh, that's a good question. Probably Meet the Spy. Yeah, probably Meet the Spy. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, let's go get a companion now. And that was our Riley for the stream as well. There we are, that's done. We can ignore that frame once again. Let's go for a little bit of Wukong. Why not? Yeah, go for some Wukong. Grab myself my carrier, give carrier its own weapon so it can have even more fun. Let's see then. We have got any room for a gremlin. Come on in, Athlia. There we are. As soon as Athlia joins, I'll just close up all the tabs. Just so you get a quick reset on that. I know there was another message that came through, but we got a full squad now. Let's get cracking. B4 is apparently the next best I have here. Let's see what's B4. Ah, okay. Yeah, I can see why that's got some value. And I've got 14 of them, so let's just get cracking. Let's just get cracking. Meet the Spy was Among Us before Among Us was a thing. Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Hey Vlad, you're speculating on speculation at the moment. Have you come across anything realistic, or have you just come across someone saying something somewhere, somehow, somewhen? Oh, this happens every single time. Not usually with someone with a badge next to their name, but there we are. Meet the Sniper was great. Yeah, Meet the Sniper was another great one. Meet the Sniper, Meet the Medic. Scout was a bit weaker, Heavy was a bit weaker, Deadman was alright. Engineer was neat. Meet the Pyro was just unhinged. Like, what even? And for those of you who have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, yeah. Oh, I've still got plated round equipped from when I did the demonstration of how stupid it is in this gun. Balls. I should really fix my loadouts after I do demonstrations. I mean, it's still killing. It's just plated round is not the thing doing the killing. Trailers for the characters. I mean, that was the design of the Meet the Team trailers, yeah. Meet Equinox is, however, absolutely bloody terrible. I leave it up there for history's sake, but it is cringe. It is the definition of cringe. There is no getting around that. God, I can feel my reaction time is not good today. I did not have a good night's sleep. Actually, I've not had a good night's sleep. I have them, but my sleep pattern's been screwed up for a while. I can feel my reaction speed is not there. Meet Equinox is art. Meet Equinox is closer to a fart than art. Meet Equinox is a travesty of attempted humour. End the stream and go to bed. If you tip the stream 100,000 bits right now, I'll end the stream and go to bed. There you are, there's your game. 100,000 bits, and you'll rush the end of stream. It's about as ridiculous as the plat cost to rush anything normally, so there you go. Meet Equinox? Don't Google it. Play Pet Rat, just don't Google it at all, ever. Forget that it's even a thing. It is for the best. Let's see what we got here. Shiny shinies. The Revenant Prime Neuroptic is apparently the best. I have 4 of them. Bloody hell. But it's better than picking up a Paris Prime. No, you know what? Oh, I want the former. I'll take the former. Oh well, Cosmo. I guess I'll just have to keep on sticking to my scheduled stream. I won't just immediately abandon everyone else here on a whim. Find a good night's sleep. 6 hours is not enough for me, no. 7.5 hours sleep gets me well enough to get through. 9 hours is more I handle. Athlia, thank you very much for the 100 bits. That does definitely help out the stream all the same. So, Athlia, cheers on that. But yeah, I can easily sleep 9 hours a night. Easily. Unfortunately, that takes a lot of time out of the day compared to people who can easily handle 6 hours of sleep and just be perfectly fine all the time. I don't know how people manage it. 6 for me, I will be grumpy. Straight up. 7.5, baseline. 9 hours, swimming. 10 hours, now I'm struggling again. Because that's how body work. Alright, let's switch this over to something a little bit more workable. There we go. But, yeah. But it's also about the time window in which one sleeps. Because you can have 9 hours of sleep, but if you're sleeping from 4 AM to, what's that going to be, 1 PM? That's not really a good sleep schedule. Now, I don't do that, but still, it illustrates my point that when you sleep also has an impact. Yeah, I've always needed 7.5 to 9 hours sleep to be on form. 6 hours, it leaves me grumpy, it leaves me slower. And yet I've known people who can't sleep past 6 hours. Like, they just will wake up regardless of what's going on. Once they hit 6 hours or so, they're awake. Those people literally get more time in the day than me.
Your enemies have grown fierce. Use all that you have learned.
Some sleep studies claim no human functions properly at 6 hours. Citation definitely needed on that one there. Because I do remember, at least from working in retail, that there were people who would sleep as much as me, but also sucked at their job, and there were others who would sleep only 6 hours, and they were absolutely brilliant at their job. And every other combination in and around that. So I wouldn't equate amount of time slept directly to how good someone is at just existing. That doesn't line up in my experience, no. Yeah, I can feel that my reaction time today is not where it is usually at. And I can feel that before streaming today. Oh boy, that was some embarrassingly bad Apex.
The relic has been cracked open.
Oh, I can't power nap. No.
What's inside?
Naps are terrible for me. I take a nap, I wake up like I've just had a 3-hour sleep. I feel terrible after a nap. Never have I taken a nap in my adult life and it's been worthwhile. Never. It's a human being survive at 6 hours, just surviving, nothing more. Again, citation needed, lad. You gotta remember not to conflate personal experience with reality. Humans are not so easily defined as to have a fixed amount of required sleep. It doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. People don't fit into neat little categories. Brother, citation. Recommended amount of sleep for a healthy adult. Joint consensus statement. The Americans. Let's see. Yada yada yada. Alright. Man's place posted a citation. You know what? I'm tempted to bring that up. We can get access to that. I am tempted to break away from relic cracking just to have a look at the citation. I asked for it. Let's bring it. What you do for a living? What? Post citations on Twitch streams?
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Alright, we've done this mission here. Let's just dip out. No point hanging around for extra kills. It gains us nothing. Alright, Joy consensus statement of the American Academy of Sleep, Medicine and Sleep Research Society, Watson et al. Sleep 2015. It's recent-ish. What do we got here? Ooh, Rhino Premier Optics. There we go. That's worth a pretty penny. That is indeed worth a little bit right there. I will happily pick that one up. Yeah, Brother Only. Yes, please. Post a link. You've got a teacup, so the bot won't strike you for it. You're good.
You exist to strike. You strike to win. The lesson ends.
Cheers. Let me have a look at that. I mean, we're all in a learning mood, right? If you're not in a learning mood, why are you on a Kenjin stream? Yeah, this looks like a safe old paper to bring up. Cool. Right, let's get out of this mission and have a look at that. It is in a bright screen. It's in light mode, so flashbang warning. We're about to be looking at something bright whilst talking about sleep. The irony is not lost on me. Let's have a gander at this, shall we? Let's do some learning together. So, recommended amount of sleep for a healthy adult. A joint consensus statement of the American Academy of Sleep Medicine and Sleep Research Society, with some a variety of names across it there. I don't know enough about names to verify any of this lot in itself, but I mean, it's well put together. It's well put together. That's too many words. Deal with it, Cosmo. Or just listen. Sleep is essential for optimal health. Yes, we know that. Developed a consensus recommendation for the optimal health in adults. The recommendation is summarized here. Manuscript detailing conference proceedings, evidence, and final recommendations will be published in something somewhere. Adults should sleep 7 or more hours per night on a regular basis to promote optimal health. Sleeping less than 7 hours per night on a regular basis is associated with adverse health outcomes, including weight gain, well, I definitely don't suffer that, and obesity, diabetes, hypertension, nope, heart disease, nope, and stroke, nope, depression, been there, done that, increased risk of death. I mean, living is an increased risk of death, but okay. Sleeping less than 7 hours per night is also associated with impaired immune function, increased pain, impaired performance, increased errors, and a greater risk of accidents. Interesting. Sleeping more than 9 hours per night on a regular basis may be appropriate for young adults, individuals recovering from sleep debt, and individuals with illness. For others, it is uncertain whether sleeping more than 9 hours per night is associated with a health risk. There's just no evidence, okay? People concerned they are sleeping too little or too much should consult their healthcare provider. Always the answer, really, you know. If you're unsure about something, if you think there might be something wrong, speak to your doctor. Speak to your doctor. And then the rest of that we can just kind of gloss over because that is a very front-loaded consensus statement. I do appreciate it when an article puts the conclusion in the start. And then the rest is the science if you want to verify what they've said. Alright, well, there we are then. I mean, unless someone has anything to the contrary, that's science right there. That is science. You know what, Brother Oni, you've represented a perfect example of what everyone in this chat should ascribe to doing. So, you get this. That's a VIP right there. Brother Oni, you deserve it. Thank you very much for sharing that. And so timely as well. So there you are, chat. Science says it. 7 hours or more per night, highly recommended. If you sleep less than that, adverse health effects are to be had, including affecting your weight, diabetes, hypertension, and even death. Man brought science. That we respect that here. All scientific papers laid out like this? Not entirely, not entirely. I have come across plenty of paper where they outline in the abstract what they intend to go over and what they think may be happening, but when you actually get through the article they published, they end up coming to a different conclusion in the conclusion, or just narrow down the more specifics. It's like, well, that wasn't in the abstract. So, they should be written that way, Brother Oni, but I have come across plenty where they haven't. What does VIP do? It shows that they are a very important person. That's the crux of it. If you want more information on that, check the Twitch VIP article. I think I have that linked by !VIP. I can't remember if I did that one. Anyway, let's get some more going on a relic front, shall we? Have I got enough to upgrade this now? Yes, I have. Good. Oh, good, I did have a VIP commands. There we are. Rather than sending you to a Twitch link, it just gives you the summary. But yeah, for me, if I have less than 7.5 hours sleep, I do notice the difference. And sleep debt is most definitely a thing. For those who do get by on 6 hours, despite what the paper says, power to you, but yeah, not for me. I can feel that my reaction time, my focus is not there. My screen, like when I think about my screen in my head, it feels smaller because my focus isn't as keyed in. I know the screen is no smaller in my field of vision. My screen is the exact same distance away that it always is. But I can feel the difference. Oh yeah, Ray, absolutely, yeah. Your mug has stars on it. Your mug being the subscriber badge. Tier 2 and Tier 3 subscribers get extra stars added onto their subscriber badge to show that they are in that higher tier of support. Absolutely. Always been a thing, in fact. I believe it is 1 large and 2 small gold stars for Tier 3, and then just a single silver star for Tier 2. And of course, Tier 1 you just get the sub badge, no extra stars added on. It's a neat thing. I mean to ask, why does Harashasi drop constantly? Because Harashasi every time. That's why. The actual history of it, I think it was originally a really low drop rate, but people complained about the difficulty, and he overcompensated or something like that, but I'm not entirely sure on the details. But the entire time I have been playing Warframe, Harrow Chassis has been a meme. Just the entire time. For me, honestly, I find it kind of weird that we get the Harrow Chassis so easily and so early on, considering that you need to go through one of the biggest story milestones in the entire game just to get access to the quest that allows you to then unlock building Harrow. But you can get access to a Harrow Chassis, I think, before you've done more than the starter quest. Which is a bit weird. Hey, Vault Piece, I'll take that. Don't mind if I do. Cheers, Playpet.
It is done, Tenor.
Okay, so you're lucky I'm totally unable to tell that. Only my eyes tend to close when I'm tired. It's not tiredness, it's fatigue. Tiredness, you feel more tired. Fatigue is when your overall ability to function suffers. It's not you drawn, exhausted, you've had a long day, or blah, blah, blah. Fatigue is all of the bits that put you at peak performance just aren't getting there. That's fatigue. Where my focus isn't quite there, my reaction time isn't quite there, my motor skills in reacting to that aren't quite on point. Where my ability to put sentences and concepts together just isn't quite as there. It's all little bits. But that adds up enough to say, like, take an entire grade off of you. If you were an A student, that kind of fatigue enough to take you down to B. And if you let it pile up, C. And if it gets even worse, D. But by that point, you are pretty much just dead on your feet. It's fatigue doesn't really take you down that far. At that point, you are trashed. But that's the vibe I feel myself. It's the difference between, how would I phrase that? You see what I mean? The difference between being just tired at the end of the day and feeling the tired from multiple days not being properly cleared out. So yeah. Fatigue also makes you more easily irritated. Yes. Yes, it does. Bear that in mind, those of you who think flaunting the rules is funny. It's not. It's just not. I want to go on a rant on that one. I'm going to go on a rant on that one. Short little rant, and I know I'm going to annoy a bunch of people with this one, which makes it even funnier a rant to me. On the whole concept of breaking rules is okay, yada yada. I come across plenty of people like that every single day. But the biggest one that really gets me with how much people defend the right to break this rule. This is a hot take for you. Speeding. The number of people who will argue against speed cameras or speed detectors, cops sat in the cars with the radar guns. The number of people that will argue against any kind of check on the speed they're going. Like, it's for the traffic, it's the speed we go. I'm safe, I'm not striking into anyone. It's like, there's a speed limit for a reason, you absolute shitlord. The number of people who will come out in droves to argue that it is profit generating by this, that, the other government establishment. Like, no, it's not. It's called you're speeding, you moron. Stop breaking the law, asshole. I have no sympathy for it. None whatsoever. I have yet to come across an argument in favour of speeding aside from, well, everyone else does it, or, oh, I'm not being a problem. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. If you're driving 10 below the speed limit, consider getting off the road. That is relevant as well to those who do drive unsafe to the conditions, such as driving a dangerous amount below the limit for the area, because a part of driving is being a predictable driver. A safe driver is a predictable driver. But those who constantly speed, I'm only going 5 over, you're going over, you're intentionally going over. Why are you going over? Do you have any reason to be over? And then it's not 5, it's 10, or it's 15, or it's 20. Seriously, stop. I have no sympathy for anyone who sees a speed camera in an area and it's like, oh, that's that horrid speed camera that's always been there. It's just there to try and get money from you. It's like, no. No, it's there to get you to slow down, mate. That taking money from you is the reason you should slow down, because clearly not killing someone didn't cross your mind. That's my rant. If you got an issue with a speed limit, get into politics. Stop treating it as a little joke, haha, that some nasty people do. Get into it and get it changed. Otherwise, shut up and stop breaking the law, asshole. I stick by that. Well and truly. Also, I don't know why I'm focusing on killing. I don't need to. I should really bring Blade for this one. There we are.
Now get out of here.
As soon as we get out of this mission, I'll be able to see all of the responses to this hot take. I'm sure this will be interesting to go over. See who said what here. Alright, NPC crew, defend me whilst I start reading some of this lot. Lady would say, fuck yes, I'm with you all the way, yes. Great. Cosmo quoting supposed speeder, it's okay if I don't crash. No, it's not okay. Ooh, hello, what we got here? I'm guessing that's the shiniest. Only 8 plat? Really? 8 platinum? I mean, it's only 65 ducats. Take the next bit if that's true. Yeah, I would like the Warframe UI to have moved away a bit quicker there, but yeah, if it's only 65 ducats, fuck it, I'll just finish up the next set. That's better. FK Ninja, oh wait, we had that comment. Cosmo say, like people who don't wear seatbelts. Like what? Yeah, people who don't wear seatbelts are just completely moronic. If you are going down any normal road, it's driving in a car or being driven in a car, put on your seatbelt. Come on now. Hey, right, I've known people who've driven drunk. Yeah, I have no sympathy for people who drive drunk either. Just don't. It's that easy. Instead of get in car, don't. If you can't stop yourself from doing that whilst drunk, don't drink. Good job. No, I'm not going to be gentle about that. Even say, fun fact, many reasons for speed limits is accidents directly related to locations. 30-mile-per-hour zones are implemented in places where death has occurred. Correct, yes. Just like most regulations, they are written in blood. This is one of those. They're saying the only time you should speed is if there's blue lights on top of your car and it's making a loud noise. Not quite correct. There are legitimate reasons to speed. Those reasons will not lead you to going, oh, but speed cameras are in my way. There are legitimate reasons to speed. Maybe like a volcano is going off behind you and you want to not die to it. Fun fact. One car in a particular explosion, I think this was the eruption of Mount St. Helens. One car was noted to have been going just shy of 100 miles per hour, another one was going well over 100. And the one that was going well over 100 survived. The one that went a bit under 100 did not. Sometimes there are reasons to speed. Those are very few and far between. Radium saying, my state is looking at making a highway shift over to the Autobahn system. No speed limit, just no reckless driving. I can appreciate that. When you're on a freeway, motorway, whatever you want to call it, wherever you are around the world, where it is just a stretch of road, then there are arguments to be made that a limit isn't strictly necessary, especially as a lot of the time driving to the speed limit can actually be unsafe, given how people treat those roads already. So that is appreciable there. Smiling God saying, it used to be terrible with speeding, had my license suspended, I only speed on tracks in more controlled environments. I'm glad to hear that you improved as a person there, Smiling God. That is good to hear. I'm glad you did learn from that experience. Brother is saying, oh, you're trying to get out of the way of an emergency vehicle that's coming up behind you. You shouldn't need to speed to get out of the way of an emergency vehicle. You are not trained in speeding. You are not trained in dangerous driving in those circumstances. Emergency vehicle operators are trained for it. You are not. If you have to speed to get out of the way of an emergency vehicle, you've probably done something wrong already. Drive safely, not quickly. Because that emergency vehicle is not meant to be going there to save your life after you fuck it up. Get safely out of the way, everyone. It is going to be a contrived scenario where you need to speed to get out of the way of an emergency vehicle. Don't create those opportunities in your head. Just get it used to the idea that you're not supposed to speed, is my recommendation. Tap, tap, tap. Hello. Oh, there's not even a comment on this. Moon, hello there, how are you doing? Welcome in for this one. Grub Pants, the only argument in favour of speeding is because it's fun, which literally means you're putting your own and others' lives in danger because it's fun. I mean, it's not the only argument people give for it, but you're very right. That argument isn't even an argument. If someone's argument for speeding is because it's fun, they should stop driving. That would be my, again, honest take on it all. Driving is treated as a right, and it is really not. It is a privilege. And those that consider it as a right to do whatever the hell they like behind a one-ton vehicle, I really do not trust that kind of person at all. At all. Ninja saying, in Denmark, road speed is 80 km/h outside city limits. But a shit ton of people find it acceptable to drive 100 plus. It's not okay. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. It just reinforces my point. So yeah. I'm not going to give up on that one overall. Those who find it in them to just speed all over the place, that argue that cities shouldn't have speed cameras, that it's just revenue generating, maybe stop being the means for them to generate revenue that way, you know? Like, stop speeding? It doesn't seem like a hard concept to me to just not go too fast. Really, just don't. Where to get Warframe Umbra drops? You sound completely out of place there, my dude. There was the Umbra former drop on, what was it, Friday? Yeah, on Friday. That's well gone. You completely missed that one. Anthony says, it's a good day for me if one car is near miss to me on the pavement rather than 2 to 4. Ain't that the truth in some places? Ain't that the truth sometimes? Anywho, let's switch over to the film in here, just to mix up the damage a little bit. And go once more. 48 million credits, do I? Damn. Alright, I was going to say, I thought I was on like 49, but I guess I must have spent a few on upgrading a mod somewhere. There do. People should be speeding early in video games? Oh yeah, go as fast as you want in a video game. Who cares at that point? It's a video game. You know the number of people hurt by speeding in a video game? Just your pride when you slam into a wall because you lost control of your vehicle because you were speeding. So, yeah. This really comes back to my central philosophy, which covers so many different things. Live and let live. It's a very simple philosophy. Live how you want, so long as you let others live reasonably too. Speeding fails the let live category. So don't do it. And that's the last of my tea with that rant. Perfect. This conversation sure woke you up. We only covered the heavy topics here, you know. We've gone over how much sleep is good for you, what the risks of sleeping too little, and now we've had a rant about inappropriate driving habits and speeding overall. Whatever will we talk about next? Will it be Warframe? Who's to say? I always aim to bring you guys an interesting stream, an experience you may not get in other streams. How many other streams will have a peer-reviewed statement brought up on stream to talk about sleeping habits? How many other streams will give you that, eh? These topics are heavier than Rhino Stomp? Damn right. These topics deal so much impact damage, it actually rolls around into blast damage.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your
Alright, we
mission
open the relics.
and
Let's
take
just
a look
skip
inside.
through killing all these enemies because we can now ignore them. Because this ain't an exterminate, I can just sail through. I should have switched over to the glaive as well. Whoops. Hop, 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 hop.
That's it. Now get out of here.
Easy. It's fun to look back at the conversation and go, how do we get here anyway? Ken decided to rant about rule breaking and the most ridiculous of them all. I want to go fast. Oh, but Big Brother told me I'm not allowed to go fast. I might kill someone. Cretins. Absolute cretins. I swear, it felt like Atlia landed on me there and dealt damage to me. You did a slam attack, I lost my shields. You don't get the orders, say? To each their own. No point arguing over matters of taste. But, yeah. His puns get a little bit overdone for me. Just a bit. Quite a bit. A hell of a bit. A lot of it. I wouldn't expect anything else from you, Athlia. Alright, Cafe Filter would like to see a general use limbo because I want to get his prime. I see, a general use limbo for cracking open relics. I see. We can give it a whirl. We can give it a whirl. Alright. Let's grab the glaive. There we go. Now let's switch over. Let's grab ourselves Limbo. And you see, I do use them quite a bit, just not normally for this kind of stuff. Let's go for a whirl of it. I've got a Gloom Bow. I'll go Gloom Bow. Yeah, I'll go Gloom Bow. Why not? Why not Gloom Bow? And let's do some sabotaging. G4 is the one it's been recommending to me this entire time. Can't upgrade it yet, so let's just run it. Oh wait, not G4, B4. My bad. There we go. You glad the wiki damage bit is sticking around? Yeah, I should really, really definitely pay more attention to my sleeping patterns. That's not been a new thing, wiki damage, has it? Oh, there's a decent Breach Surge Limbo build. There's a decent Breach Surge everything build. Breach Surge is just ridiculously powerful. It did get nerfed recently. It did get nerfed, but its cap is still 5 million damage, which is, you know, kind of insane. Breach Surge is just strong.
These foes deserve your respect. Honor them with quick deaths, and I with your victory.
When it comes to high speed limits in places, I don't know enough about the risks and the science to contest whether they should be really high, limitless, or if they should be lower, yada yada. I don't know about the impacts of particulates from tires going at XYZ speeds. That's not what I know about. What I do know about is that there is very clear, and I do mean exceedingly clear evidence about the impact difference between 30 and 40 mile per hour driving. Which is why when someone complains about 30 mile per hour zones, I know that they actually just do not care about other people's lives. I will put it that bluntly. Ooh, okay, I need to dip in the rift. I was taking a lot of damage there. Mercy kill! 5 million before multipliers? Oh, fair enough, fair enough. My oversimplification there. Is this way to our objective? Oh, I do love Arcane Consequence. The bullet jumps you get with Consequence are just
That's it.
beautiful.
Open the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
And then when it runs out, it feels terrible. Pop this open. Quick throw. And that is why I bring Glaive for it. That is why I bring Glaive. There we are, get the headshot, and I can just bullet jump to safety. Ta-da! Did I cancel the jump attack? Oh, you mean the, doing this? Yeah, that's a thing you can do. If you do a slam attack, you can dodge roll out of it with every single Warframe. And so if you do that at just the right time, you can just continue your velocity going ahead very quickly. It's like how I'll also bullet jump towards a wall, do a quick wall jump, and that resets the ability to bullet jump. Also, that is a shiny piece. And so I can kind of bullet jump around corridors for maximum velocity whilst using Consequence. He's a wonderful speeder. Titania is better for these runs. Titania is better for these runs unless someone asks you to use Limbo. Then you use Limbo. But once you've done the Limbo run there, then you can use other things. I prefer to use Wukong though, normally. Just a preference, really. Either Wukong or Lavos. I'll demonstrate this kind of mobility with Lavos, because Lavos should have Consequence on him as well. Yep, I got Consequence on Lavos. Let me demonstrate. Let's grab ourselves that B4 relic. It is still valuable. We don't have enough to upgrade it fully, so I'll just run it as is. I like Wukong's speed because not only is he intangible, he gets 3-dimensional movement completely freely, but it's the fact that it's just a very smooth ride. Titania, the speed pops up and down, especially you've got vaults going around, you got all kinds of walls to bump into, you got to remember to cast your Spellbind to make sure you don't do that stupid little backflip. Wukong, you just press 2 and go. Just go. Alright, catch you around, Vlad.
These foes deserve your respect.
Let's
Honor
drop
them
down
with
this.
quick deaths.
Grab you.
With your victory.
And so this, let's get our reactant first, you know. Let's focus on the reactant, and then I'll go full out on Lavos speed. Am I just not hitting there for some reason? Oh, I do want that reactant. I did just say I'm here to get reactants. Oh, this entire time I didn't even remember. I turned that off to get a clean thumbnail, of course, duh. That's why I wasn't seeing my damage hits. How has it taken me an hour and 20 minutes of this stream to realise that? Son of a gun. Seriously, how has it taken me this long to notice? That's ridiculous. That is genuinely ridiculous.
That's it. You opened the relic.
This way.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Wow. But now you can see the kind of control I'm talking about when it comes to being mobile with Lavos as well. Slightly overdid the roll. I meant to hit the console there.
Target destroyed. Proceed to the extraction point.
Got the headshot, so that's all I need. Don't need to kill him. Just need the headshot. And it allows me to go quickly. I hope this makes a point as to how you do just general parkour, combine it together to get that amount of speed on it. You play so much levels, can't drive them for the life of me. You just get used to the flow of it. The more you do it, the more you'll have a handle on navigating around corners and whatnot. You normally play with no damage numbers? Yeah, fair do. I had to turn it off to get the clean thumbnail for a recent video. I also had to make the energy color on my new core black, specifically so that I would stop having so much gas in the way, because it was just ruining the shot. The things you have to go through, eh? Having to turn off features just to be able to see the rest. First world problem if ever. I'm fine with the rate at which we get void traces, I'll be honest. I don't feel that they need to be improved in a mission. There is the imbalance in how quickly you can open up relics from one mission to another, but I think D have just kind of accepted that. And it's something I would change, but it's what we got. Sabotage, rescue, capture, and exterminate are very quick. Capture especially so. I've done G4 again. I'm doing stupid me. Whereas survival, defense, interception, if you haven't got a good squad, excavation, those all can be a bit more of a problem.
I still can't think of anything to say.
Well, I can still think of something to say in response to that, Andrew. Thank you very much for subscribing at 8 months. Really do appreciate it, my dude. Huh. Cheers indeed on showing you Prime once again on the channel here. I know this question comes up from time to time. It's not a very common question, but it is a question that comes up from time to time, asking with regards to things like Prime here on Twitch or YouTube Premium over on YouTube, and whether that actually affects me as a creator compared to if you were to subscribe or watch the adverts normally. And the actual answer is no. A Prime sub acts identically to a normal subscription in your region. So not only do you get the same benefits, it has the same benefits for me as a creator too. And likewise, when it comes to YouTube Premium, if you were using that to get around the adverts, I end up getting exactly the same as if you had watched through the adverts that you would have been shown. But instead, it comes out of the YouTube Premium, rather than you having to sit through the ads. So if you do choose to get around things with Premium, or if you choose to use your Prime sub rather than paid sub here, it is supporting me exactly the same. I appreciate it just as much, if not more so, because you've gone out of your way to set up those features. So in case anyone was wondering about that, I know that question comes up occasionally from time to time. Is it more or less support for the channel? It's the same. Don't you worry about it. If someone uses a Prime subscription from a free trial, discounted trial of Amazon Prime, do you still get a full amount? Yes. Because to Amazon, it's not about how you got hold of it. You just get that feature. They gave you a discount or free trial or whatnot. Doesn't matter. You get the features, you use the features. One of those features is you subscribe to a Twitch channel for free, because it's included in your Prime sub. And the agreement on that is they still pay the creator the full sub amount. Simple as that. And for what it's worth, a single subscription is worth quite a bit to this channel in comparison to, say, views on a video.
That's it. Now get out of here.
I think I looked at the numbers a short while ago. There's something like, on average, if you subscribe with Prime, or just a Twitch subscription, a single Twitch subscription is roughly equivalent in most countries to, I think it was like 800 or 750 video views. Now, it's a very, very rough figure. It does fluctuate because of ad prices throughout the year and whatnot, but on the whole, on average, 1 month of subscription comes out to around about the equivalent of 750 video views. It's slightly different for those of you in the US, because advertisers love advertising you guys over there. Capitalism is running riot for you lot. By the way, go Rhino, Rhino, Rhino. This is a valuable piece. Karokop, Rhino, 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 Rhino. It's worth so much more than the Attila. Oh, well, okay.
so
How much is 750 video views? It's 750 video views. I won't go into the exact specifics of breaking down my income for y'all, but suffice to say, that's how it comes down. And yeah, as Cosmo says, if you do have Amazon Prime, you use that to subscribe, you are literally taking money away from Jeff Bezos and handing it to me, and that has got to be a good thing, right? That guy's got too much. That guy's got too much. Yeah, exactly, it wasn't me, yeah. September when Twitch runs it. Again, it's a discount for you, the viewer, to buy your subscription, but the creator like myself still gets the same amount from it. Grimmy, thank you very much on subscribing with your Prime there. Right on cue, as it were. Totally not just influenced by us talking about it there. Grimmy, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Enjoy your lovely blue badge, your emotes, and your access to the supporter tea lounge over on Discord. Oh. Cheers on that. Alright. This is a good one to run, so I'm just going to keep running this one. Keep on getting that value out of it. I've used up my traces once again, so we'll just run the relic as is. Only roughly. Tutorial mission saying basically the closer it gets to Christmas, the more money each view is worth, if that helps. Not. Yeah, no. Yes, but no. But yes, but no. No. January and February are the worst months for creators in terms of revenue, whereas the best months, I believe, are May, June, October, November, December, roughly. December actually can be a bit lower than November for some reason at times, but other times it's better. It's supposedly around the whole Christmas thing, but it all depends in the category you're in and what's going on. Like, for example, health and fitness channels will actually find they have a better result in January because all the New Year's resolutions, people go for gyms, so gym membership advertising goes up. It's all a bit over the place. You're going to say, we'll absolutely take money from Bezos and give it to your only other content creator. Well, I really do appreciate it. Absolutely. Thanks, my dude. Because it is the support from you lot in the channel here who do have the means and opportunity to support me. Not to bemoan those who don't. Those of you who do find it within you to have that means to support me, that makes this channel continue to run. It really is. You haven't heard about the distinction? Oh yeah, absolutely, Cosmo. Absolutely. When it comes to advertising, it is all about the bidding for adverts on YouTube, because they do a bidding system. Oh, what the hell? How did it? Really? Anyway. So the way an advertiser will set up on YouTube is they will set up their campaign. They will give the limits to YouTube as to what they want to be paying at most for the advertising spots, and it will go into a auction system. YouTube will try to pair up those adverts with suitable views, as it were. And YouTube charges the advertiser based on the second highest bid. So say two companies bid, I don't know, £5 CPM, or $5 CPM if you want to talk dollars, whatever. One company bid 10 and one bid 100. The 100 definitely secures it, but they'd pay 10. Because that was the second highest bid. So they paid just what it takes to beat out the next place, as it were. And so when you get loads of gym advertisers coming in, want to get people into health and fitness stuff, then obviously they're competing on the channels which focus on that stuff, because that's where they want the views to happen. Whereas on a gaming channel like mine, there's a little bit less of a drive for gym memberships, let's be honest now. Gamers aren't exactly known for their gym memberships, are we, overall? Grandpa's saying, okay, just checked, Amazon Prime is actually cheaper than a Twitch sub for me. It's $7.99 for a T1 sub, $6.99 for Amazon Prime. Well, there you go, then. There you go. So you can get yourself Amazon Prime, get yourself the benefits from that, and you get a free Twitch sub. So it just triples down on the benefits, because you also get the Twitch Prime benefits. Prime Gaming is included in Amazon Prime, isn't it? So you could just combine all the benefits together, really. Even if it's slightly more expensive, it effectively, say if it was the other way around. Rageface, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime on that note as well. Cheers indeed. Once again, enjoy your lovely blue badge emotes, your access to support a Tea Lounge, and of course, no ads on this channel here. Ooh. Cheers. As I was saying, yeah, Grunt Pants, if you had it the other way around, if it was $7 for a tier 1 sub, I'm assuming that's not US dollars, of course, but $7 for a tier 1 sub, and $8 for the Amazon Prime, that means that effectively it's $1 for Amazon Prime because you're already having the sub. And it's up to you to decide how much that's worth it to you. Play Better Rap, meaning to make the Warframe Twitch Prime stuff? Meaning to make? Are you talking about Prime Time? Or I'm not sure on that one, actually. I see Grimpant's Australian dollars. Yeah, makes sense. That does make sense. AUD is definitely a lower exchange rate than to US dollars, of course. Alright, this one is still running and is paying dividends to us, so let's keep running it. Can't upgrade it, so let's just equip it. Yeah. Ray's saying, too bad there isn't a way to opt into watching the ads while subbed. There is, in a sense, but it's done on the streamer side. I could turn on adverts for subscribers. I'm not going to do that. I am absolutely not going to do that. No. I already keep the adverts at bay as much as I can.
Kek.
Why not? Karakop. I mean, Karakop, thank you very much for subscribing at a month there. Really do appreciate it, my dude. Why not? What do you mean, why not? Of course I'm not going to give adverts to subscribers. No. But thank you very much for the 8-month resub, my dude. Really do appreciate it. So many mugs being handed out? Oh, absolutely. Brilliant people here in the stream today. I love y'all. Who are we waiting on? Okay, we can wait on Karakop. It's fine. He did just resub. We'll give him a moment to put his credit card away. There we go. Curious, would that add more revenue for you if you made subs watch ads? It would probably lead to people dropping their subscriptions, so almost certainly not, wasn't me, no. Twitch ads are genuinely just low value because Twitch as a business is very bad at actually getting advertisers on board in the first place. They're terrible at it. They really are. I have that on good authority, so yeah. But if you paid for the benefit of not having adverts, and then there's just this one streamer, the Kenjin, who says, haha, adverts anyway, that's just a dick move. I'm not going to speak ahead, I want to react to it. I'm not going to do that. Even if it did somehow generate me a little bit more revenue, I'm not going to do that to you. If I was that worried about advertising revenue, I'd be running adverts during the stream to non-subs already, and I don't do that. Also, Carcup, thank you very much for gifting a sub over to Ladybug. Really do appreciate that. Hope Ladybug. Yep, Ladybug's already said thank you on that one. Carcup, really do appreciate it, my dude. Because I could set it up. Twitch wants me to set it up where there are 3 minutes of adverts every hour on this stream. That's what they want me to do. So you think, we're 1.5 hours into stream, so right now, it would probably be, if I followed Twitch's suggestions right now, that those of you who aren't subscribed, you'll be receiving 90 seconds of adverts. Which is anywhere between 3 and 6 adverts compared to what you get on opening up a stream. That's what Twitch wants me to do to those of you who are not subscribed. Oh, thank you. I'm not going to do that. You guys have continued to show support for this channel. Those of you who are subscribing and gifting subscriptions, those of you who are using your bits, you've continued to support the channel to the point that I'm satisfied that that level of advertising is just not necessary. But it is something that Twitch wants channels to do. Tutorial mission saying Twitch showing ads on opening stream really kills growth potential for a lot of smaller streamers. For smaller streamers, like if you are, what, we're talking less than 50 concurrent viewers. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, if someone is as low as, say, 10 concurrent viewers, I'd say don't become an affiliate at all. Don't even turn on that process. Unholy Moondog, thank you very much for a gift and a sub over tutorial mission. Really do appreciate that, Unholy Moondog. And you've gone and launched off a hype train in the process. So double cheers.
As you conquer the foe, so
I really appreciate it.
conquer yourself.
Told me, so YouTube ads can be so bad. They're the promotional videos that are 12 minutes long, as most have seen so far. I've seen a YouTube advert that would have run for up to, I think it was like 8 hours. But with those ads, you can skip them after 5 seconds anyway. So those are neither here nor there. And again, it's because you're watching YouTube for free. I have YouTube Premium to get around the whole advert situation, but yeah. Twitch's ads, however, I think the information recorded was that 30% of people who get an advert before being able to watch a stream on Twitch leave before the advert finishes. 30% of people. It's kind of crazy. Oh, don't worry about it. Ladybug. Yes, skipping an advert on YouTube does mean that that advert doesn't pay the creator unless the advert has been running for, I think it's 30 seconds. But what does it matter? It doesn't matter. The skip advert button has been put there for you to skip it. Skip it. You're not blocking it. If you're seeing the skip ad button, that means you are not blocking the ads. That is perfectly fine. YouTube has said, look, this ad is one that's going to go on longer than we would like to serve to you. So we give you the option to skip it. Skip it. Go for it. Absolutely. Get to the content you are there for.
Deserve your respect. Honor them with quick deaths.
It's when you use adblock on somewhere like YouTube. That's when it becomes a problem unless you are otherwise supporting the creators. Because for a lot of creators, myself included, unfortunately, advertising is the biggest source of revenue to keep the content going. Absolutely. Those are not corrupted, so I'm going to ignore them. Please, all of you become corrupted. Oh, thank you. That was convenient. Now die. Oh, forming without stacks really hurts. Or doesn't hurt is actually the problem. Once it gets the stacks, it's okay. For some reason, Microsoft Edge will basically never use automatically skips the ad. Oh, it just auto skips it? Oh, well, fair enough. Weird. Never heard of that. Strangest Microsoft Edge advert I've ever heard. Why did it jump over the box? That was not what I tried telling my Lamos to do there.
That's it. Now get out of here.
Okay, I jumped too high with that one. I jumped too high there. My bad.
Finally got here to do this. Stay awesome.
Thank you very much, Juratan. Resubscribing there on 4 months with their Prime. Cheers indeed on that. I will indeed stay awesome. You stay awesome as well yourself. Absolutely amazing, man. Will we get a level 5? I don't think we're going to get a level 5 hype train. It's got 46 seconds on it. I don't think we're going to see that today. My frames are safe from all of you. The only real issue with really long ads on YouTube is if you are not at the keyboard to skip it. It forces you, say, back to your computer or back to your phone to hit the skip button. If you're at your computer, then it's no different from just any old skippable ad. You just skip it. You just skip it. Oh, right then. I need more formal blueprints. I don't care enough about the Warframe new optics. I've already got 4 of them, so I'll take the formal blueprint on this one. Yeah. There is an amount of nuance when it comes to creator support and allowing for it to continue. Those who do actively block any means of creator income or fight against it whilst also enjoying... Oh, someone left their pet behind. Aww. Anyway, as I say, whilst also fighting against all the... fighting against all the creator income whilst also enjoying all the content a creator puts out, that's just scummy. I mean, it's not too far removed from the same mentality of going through schooling, the education system, all paid for by your government, or by the taxes the government collected whilst you're a child, and then getting into adulthood and going, no, defund the schools. It's like, but... Oh, so you get to benefit from the content, but you don't want to pay for more content to be produced. Yeah, no, that's not fair. Except it's even worse in this case, because that's a person already watching and continuing to watch, and still blocking it. Playback was saying, thought about using Warframe, but I'm worried because my computer to get angry or D to get angry. I don't know why either of those things would happen, Playgrat. Have you considered thinking about why you think that's an issue? Also, someone left. I don't know when. Oh, wait, no. What? Wait, that's old. When did we lose Athlia? Did I miss something? When did we lose Athlia? Okay. Well, we got space available then, chat. We got space available. It was just a moment ago. Okay, I was going to say, I thought Athlia was there, but they're just suddenly not. There's no message. I'm like, what? You just... Oh, did the game kick you? Okay. And now Karokop's gone. My god. There's an imposter. It's taking them out one by one. Playgrat saying, just like because of RAM and D, because I'm paranoid. So again, Playgrat, you've said words there, but you've not actually completed a coherent thought aside from you're paranoid. I've realized as I've said that, that's come across very bluntly, but I want to reinforce, honestly, that I'm using a Warframe here on stream whilst opening up relics. I don't know how much clearer it can be. I've been talking about a Warframe for months, over half a year now. I don't know how much more clear I can make it at this point, that if you really think there is an issue with it, then you're saying that I have just dispensed with any regard for both myself and absolutely everyone in this community, and quite frankly, that's tinfoil hat levels of conspiracy right there. So, if you don't trust it, then fair enough. You don't trust it, but voice that concern on a level of, I don't know, I've got no evidence, but I think it could be a problem. Really? I mean, really? And it comes up frequently. It comes up all over the place. I wonder at some point if it's just a certain subset of people who just see an alternative option, see something different to what they're expecting, and go, this is not something I've experienced before, therefore it is bad! And don't get past that lizard brain step. They don't recognize, oh wait, my brain is just reacting to something I don't recognize. Let me think about this more carefully, rather than letting lizard brain scream fear of the unknown. That's the best conclusion I can come to, the most charitable conclusion I can come to. Because the only other conclusions I can come to are willful stupidity or malice. And I would not like to assign that to anyone here. So, yeah, I really don't know what else to say at this point in the game. If you really think I am using a program that's going to get you banned, I mean... Hello, still here. No cease and desist from DE. Not banned. Use it actively. DE's own third-party policy mentions how they had talks with Overwolf to ensure that they were not breaking TOS. And if you read through the TOS that DE have, it doesn't break anything on it either at any point. So yeah. I don't know what else to give you. Lizard brain is a knee-jerk reaction? Yeah. Basically. The first thing you think is never a problem. This goes for everything. It's not just in reaction to third-party applications and how games companies handle their TOS. The first thing you think about in anything is not the problem. The problem is what you then choose to do having had that first thought. If your first thought, say, coming across someone with a ridiculous hat on, internally a mocking joke comes to mind, that's not a problem. If you then decide to mock the person to their face, or treat them inappropriately, then that is a problem. If instead you take that thought and go, hang on, wait, no, that's not appropriate, let me just put that to the side, that's fine. Same goes with Lizard's brain stuff here. Lizard brain says, but that program could be dangerous. Okay, you can have that thought. Follow it up with an actual thought. Seriously, just apply that to everything. Have a second thought. Your life is just better at that point. I know it's not a great argument, Elliot. I know. That's why I refer as well to the third-party policy and the fact that I've been doing it so long and so openly, and I've been working with DE. Literally, they have sponsored myself multiple times over, for anyone who missed that. In fact, one of the sponsors from DE was in between sponsors from Warframe, so, you know, it's not exactly hidden. But there we go. There we go. At this point, all I can say is if someone does feel that they have an issue with any third-party application, be it a Warframe, be it Warframe info, be it something else entirely, step 1, identify what you think is the problem. Step 2, point to the TOS where you see it as a problem. Step 3, point to someone who has experienced this problem and ended up in an issue. If you can't do at least 2 of those things, stop. The other thing is a bad thing if people want to check if something's safe first. No, that's not a bad thing, Cosmo. You're absolutely right. It's not a bad thing if people check if something is safe first. But there is a difference between someone going, I like the look of this application. I would like to check if it is safe. What can I do to check if it is safe? I can check by going to the third-party policy published by DE and linked underneath every single one of Kendra's videos that talks about Warframe. That's checking. What is not checking is going, I don't know if this is safe. I'm going to go onto X website or chat and type in, I don't think this is safe. I have my suspicions. Yeah, I've checked. I've done a science. That's not no. It genuinely just pisses me off, quite frankly, that people allow themselves to just be lizard-brained. And I know I'm coming across quite offensive at the moment. Unfortunately, that's how it goes when people do this time and 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 time again. If we had a counter for it, that counter would be at probably about 100 or so right now in this Twitch chat alone. Think. Adversary. Fathom it. Find it. Or die. The liches know about it. Why don't we? Quintos Grande saying, Kenjineer, you recommended 2 cast speed or 2 parkour speed shards on Baruch Prime? Would I recommend? Skip the word there. Would I recommend? I have 3 crit melee shards on him now. I don't know. Honestly. I don't know. What do you feel you're more in need of? Parkour velocity or casting speed? If you really stuck for the 2, go 1 of each. If you are really stuck, go 1 of each.
Thanks yet again to @Ted3Monin for 0R for my sub gift. Howdy, Ken and chat. I am super duper excited for Hildren Prime.
Yo, Space Cadet continuing the sub there from, as much as the bot tried with the name there, it's readable as Demon Emperor. So thank you very much, Demon Emperor, once again for supporting the channel through a sub for Space Cadet. Thank you, Space Cadet, for letting us know about that. Got your full 6 months out of it. I get stuck there. That's just embarrassing. I say my problem is I have a bad history of background overlays not cooperating with me, overall having a historical reputation of questionable activity. So I've heard about the questionable activity history, and I'll be honest, I've not been able to distinguish it between Overwolf or just individual applications using Overwolf in such a way. Hey, if your reason is I heard bad things about Overwolf in the past and I don't want to touch it, fine. That could be the start, middle, and end of someone's entire interaction with it. You will get banned for using a liquor frame! Is the problem I have when people either freak out about that or intentionally maliciously spread that concern. I'm not playing Hydroid, no. I'd have to say, I've been planning on building Hildren Prime, farming the hell out of Wisp Prime. I have to think about it, the Wisp Prime access might be the better of the two with Forming Prime. Fair do. Fair do. Harrow Prime, how good is he? He is good. He is good. Let's just go with that, he is good. Move the mouse, then click. I'm definitely still tired. Plot twist, no Forming Prime and Wisp Prime access. Ooh, there's no way D you're going to do that, Gruger. No, no way D would do that. There would be riots. Nah, that's not going to happen. I'm curious what would be the other Prime item we get, though, with Wisp, because I don't think Wisp has anything else at the same time, right? There's Wisp and Fulman.
Accept your death.
So what could be the other thing? Like, we might get Daikyu Prime? Maybe... I'm not sure what else relevant it could be. Ether Daggers? Ooh. Maybe? Yeah, I can see the relationship there. I can see how you get that. Bap those guys below the status, bap them again, bap them again. Hopefully that status will set them up for a load of death. God damn, your overguard is strong. Oh, I just need the stacks on my gun and then it will kill. Fulman Wraith? That doesn't make sense. Fulman deemed too accessible. Fulman Prime is hard locked to MR30.
Finish your mission and we'll take
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. No.
Target destroyed. Proceed
Oh wow.
to the extraction point.
Someone got very quickly to that one. I hope that's not Garuga up ahead with 5 reactant, Garuga. Garuga, I know you're still on the stream here. You need reactant, my bro. They'll get it. Sabotages aren't usually too much of a problem. I say that, he's still on 7. Nah, there's enough corrupt on going past, he'll be fine. Can you join the relic run? Yeah, exclamation mark join. Those vials took a while to land. What frame am I using? I'm using Lavos. Well, the kick guns? Yeah, I've got some kick guns which are nice to use. Ooh, I'm on fire. I'm literally using a kick gun right now, in fact. Hey, another Rhino Prime Neuroptics. I've now picked up 3 of these today. Sweet. You see Wisp with a Gamma Core? Maybe? Yeah, maybe on that.
Here will serve you well.
There's a good chance Full Moon Prime could be MR16, maybe? It's all speculation at this point. All entirely speculation. All we know is that it's very, very likely forming Prime with Wisp. Even that is technically speculation. Heat Sword Prime? Oh dear. That would need quite some stat buffs to be worth it. Quite some stat buffs. Yeah, I do prefer using the Gaze secondary over the new core. I know the new core is stronger overall. It's just more effective as a weapon than the Gaze. But the Gaze has two things going for it. One, I can have a recharging battery on it. And two, it sounds so much nicer. So much nicer. That crossfire on Europa. What crossfire is that? Oh, you didn't mean it goes all the way up. Oh, is this like when it just says crossfire? What crossfire? I don't memorize the crossfires. Crossfire on Valak. Valak. Crossfire Spy. Okay, yeah, no. Let's not do that one if we can avoid it. What we got in the normals? Yikes, it was all a bit bad. I'll take the Oxamako. Let's take the Oxamako. What relic are we looking for here? It's saying that R1 is a great relic. What's R1? Oh, no, the Rhino one. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's do it. New core's a limp beam noise. Yeah, the new core sound on it is just... It's just sad to me. It's just sad. Does Two-Finger Explosion charge faster from fire rate or reload? Fire rate. Charge weapons always charge faster from fire rate. Reload affects reload speed on weapons with normal magazine. It affects the transformation of incarnate weapons. And it affects the delay in a battery weapon recharging, or beginning to recharge. So like on the Fulmin, it has a 1 second recharge delay. After the last shot fired, 1 second before it starts recharging. If you have an increase to reload speed, that delay comes down, but it doesn't affect how long it takes to actually recharge. Just how long it takes to start recharging. I think that was about ult. Yeah, that missed most stuff, but it's fine. Relic cracked, nice and easy. You gotta love exterminates. They do not skimp on their reactant. These ones you can just go through full health. In fact, the Titanias on the squad are really going full pelt. Is that a thermal sunder Titania? That sounds like a thermal sunder Titania. They really do leave nothing alive. Well, enemy dealt with. Let's go. And I'm here. I think it was a tie between us. Can we know what the next prime is after Hildren? We can only base it on what comes out when and kind of get an idea. Hey, look at that. Nice 36 plat Rhino piece right there. That's a shiny pickup. Hildren out on March 15th. Yeah, Hildren is out. Was it March 15th? I can't remember the date, so I'll just take you well on it for now. Yeah, you get Ire from these. Did you not know about that, Toaster? You get a relic from every Void mission, and Void missions used to drop Vaulted relics, so they drop Ire, which allows you to get Vaulted relics. It's been like that for a while now. Excuse me. I'm gonna try and come up with there. Is definitely Hildren on 15. Fair do. Fair do. Hello, Medusa. How you doing? You just farm ire from bounties? Yeah. Ire from bounties is a very effective way of getting ire, but you still get it by chance whilst doing these. If anyone's curious about all the different ways you can get hold of ire, I happen to know someone who's put together a guide on exactly how to do that. All the different ways, how effective they are, and what my recommendations are on getting ire. Oh, did I say my recommend? I mean, this guy I know who's recommend. You know where to go. You know where to go.
The tower's neural sentry is operational. I'm picking up
Imagine if they go completely the opposite way with Wisp Prime. Like, they give Wisp Prime just a really modest setup. Like, we're talking full-on Puritan, 27 layers of clothing style. Just this walking bundle of modesty. Imagine if they went the complete opposite direction. In the process, they also introduced a completely new weapon. Bat Prime. Melee weapon, it's quite literally a baseball bat. That's how they do it. Ultra modest Wisp, Fulmin Prime, Bat Prime. And it wouldn't be the first time to introduce a Prime weapon without a standard weapon counterpart. That has happened before. Twice. Damn it, wrong door. Here we go. So, it's not entirely unheard of.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
I doubt that they'll do that, but you know, it is a possibility. It is a possibility. Oh, Toaster died. Is it still in warranty? Might be able to look on that one. Remember when someone got mad at me for putting a sign down on Wisp? Yeah. Yeah, some people do be like that. How could you possibly cover up Wisp's assets? Like, by going to the arsenal and clicking equip signed armor, that's how? Yeah. When it comes to Warframe, I don't play it for the physical looks of the Warframes to that extent. That does not concern me so much. I'll leave that to you, Grognard Sewer. Can't go into any game without first spooling up Rule 34 for it. Oh, Toaster has now left the squad. Okay. Sadly, got to go eat lunch. Ah, Fedu. Alright then. Well, we got a spot available once again. Anyone who wants to join in as we are relic cracking. We have got one more space available. Anyone else who would like to join in? Exclamation mark join in the chat if you don't know how to do that. Did that just close? Oh, you're kidding me. That just closed on us. Wow. Okay. Did Steel Path open up anything better? These are terrible. Interception, pretty terrible. Survival, both terrible. Excavation on Steel Path, pain. Crossfire Spy, terrible. Mobile Defense, terrible. On normal mode, what we got? We got mobile defense, terrible. How many mobile defenses? Look at this. On normal mode, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not even looking at the Requiem stuff. 5 mobile defenses and an interception. And on the Steel Path, we have another mobile defense, that's 6 of those, another interception, 2 survivals, excavation, and a spy. We have one non-mobile defense limited mission. Relic Fishers? You know what? That's a good shout. Yeah, we're going to Railjack. I ain't doing these. We're going to Railjack. That's just the superior option right now. Cool, blimey, that was... Sometimes it do line up like that, eh? Sometimes it do be like that. Alright then, Axie Relics, what we got here? G9 is apparently a good one. G9 are Radiant. Okay, let's do it. Hatari? Probably a bit of both. Probably a bit of both. Was accredited Overwatch's success rule 34? Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't even want to know if that's true or not. I'm just going to dismiss that one out of hand. Oh dear. Alright then. Now, quick reminder. G3 small ship lads joining in on this. If you get into the pilot seat and there is a cruise ship in range to be shot, please, for the love of God, do not try and be a fancy pilot. You don't need to go speeding up to them. You don't want to be drifting around randomly. Think about your heavy gunner when you're using the pilot seat, or I will start calling you out. That is a threat.
Be aware, this storm is tearing open void fissures
All right.
at your destination.
Let's get blapping. Good. I think I pulled it off. Yeah, there we are. I'm gonna go deal with the galleon captain straight away.
Crew, get inside that missile battery. Objective, expose the core's radiator.
Everyone got that bug? We have no HUD on railjack missions? I've not had that bug, no. Also, I realised I'm not using a Misha, so this could be a bit spicy.
The enemy have reinforced.
Amisha is pretty much the only correct Arcwing for this, because of the sheer amount of tank it has, but luckily nothing shot at me there.
Board and kill.
Nothing shot at me on the way in, so that's good.
He's the captain. Hit delete and come on home. Cruise ship has
Alright.
gone bye-bye.
Let's grab some reactant as I go through.
Detected. Caution. Void ascent.
Being one of the only ground crew for this, obviously I do need to focus on reactant for the whole squad.
Cruise ship down. That clears up.
Also, given the level, I can't just use my 4 to easy blap everything. That would require setup. There we go. Right, got the reactant. Now I can once again just focus on the mission.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Almost got that turn correct. Can I get this? Yes! Oh, that was smooth. That was smooth. There we go.
Out of airlock.
Oh, I got a rim sliver.
Missiles incoming. Galleon captain is off the board. A perfect outcome.
Well, there we are. My objective absolutely annihilated. I notice we've still got fighters. Let's help out on that by immediately casting that.
Enemy pilots are panicking.
And we're really getting right up close to these things, aren't we?
Fighters incoming.
Yeah, let me weaken it up a bit. Beautiful.
Storm is becoming more severe.
Let's head down to the forge because they've gone through a few cruise ships. They're probably going to need some more of this.
Remaining targets.
Some dome charges for those who are doing it. Alright then. We've got a way crew on the missile platform.
To be concerned with.
Yeah.
Direct attention to remaining.
Need to destroy the radiator. Cool. Let me get vision on that. Where is it?
Bingo.
Over there. We got something in the way. Let me get that out of the way. Now I can pop this. That is within 10 kilometers. That should land. Grieger's just waiting for us to pop that. Let me get that out of the way as well. There we go. That took out the radiator.
Again.
See, this is where they, the pilot and heavy gunner can focus on the cruise ships, and I can deal with the radiator from here.
Enemy fighters are routed.
Destroy second radiator. That's launched. It hit. Radiator down.
There it is. Blast that radiator.
Nice, smooth approach to it all. LU and Grumpy Pants, they can focus on the cruise ships, which they are doing a wonderful job of. All of the fighters are dealt with as well. Gruger's finishing up on the bit here. Yep, they're on location. We just need to hack it.
Wrecking time.
I saw you roll past that, Gruger. I saw you roll past that. They just need to shoot the core now. As soon as they hit it, I will recall them. And they got it. Cool. Let's bring them in.
Missile battery internals slacked. Everyone in one piece. Let us move on.
Where's our other cruise ship? How are we doing out there? Stupid question, can you get temporal from merging gold mods? You'll have to check on the wiki to see if it's considered transmutable or not. Oh, let's kill this thing. There we are. Alrighty. Well, apparently this is the best piece to take, so I'll just take that. 6 class worth. I'll have that, yeah.
Sector clear. Closing mission dossier. Requesting new orders.
Nice. Oh, hey, it's a light wave to do these railroad missions as well. Well, that's a double win. Don't know why it zooms in on Earth when I've just done a Veil mission, but sure, let's load up the next one. It's going to say G9 again, isn't it? Yeah, G9. First two abilities are missing for some reason. It could be a bug, or you could have forgot to mod them into this Plexus loadout. Always zooms to whatever planet you did non-railjack. Okay. We last did Mars, so that might be why it's going to Earth, because it's got no Mars to go to. Yeah, that's something that would be nice if they sorted out.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
You know what's a fun thing about Lavos and Railjack, by the way? You can use his 2 in a loop right here. If you get it just right, you can get a full circle just here. Oh, did not quite get that right. Yeah, you can just about do a circuit around that. Anyone else want to pilot? Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Someone else is going to have to take a ground objective then.
Detecting void energy accumulation.
I'm just going to gently coast my way in here.
Fissures.
Take out that thing real quick. Oh, yeah, they did. They die. Aha! There we are, cruise ship. Alright, let's get into you. This needs a shield popping. There we go. I'll get off of that so it doesn't drift. Beautiful. Let's find our next one.
Cruise ship reactor has detonated. Ready.
Looking around. Not seeing the cruise ship as yet. We need to destroy a radiator, so I'll focus on that instead. Focused. Ah, there we are. That's a cruise ship. That should be in a state to be destroyed if they're going to hit it. I think I might have missed. Alright, cool. They hit that. Let's take out the next radiator. Is it visible from here? I'll just do that. There we are. My 2 wasn't off cooldown. You can hit that cruise ship from here. Yeah, that's only 6 kilometers. Nail that down. I'll get off to that. Come on, you can do it. Nicely done. Okay. Oh. Strange. That's not supposed to show up. Alright, let's see if we can get some more fighters and cruise ships to spawn. They're not killing enough ground enemies at the moment because we haven't got the reactant. Ground crew, you need to focus on reactant. Here we go. Now it's causing things to spawn. There we go. That should be a good place to shoot it from. I'm going to teleport back.
The relic has been crashed.
Grab this.
Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Radio chatter reports Galleon captain terminated. They are rudderless. Excellent.
I know I can teleport back here, but
Missile impact
yeah.
imminent. Fighters on attack vector.
There's our next cruise ship.
Pirate will. Cruise ship has gone.
There we are, and that should be set up ready to delete all of that as well. And we are down to just cruise ships at this point because the ground crew have been very effective.
Enemy fighters are falling back. Good work. Scratch 1 cruise ship.
Oh yeah, adding dome charges adds to maximum capacity for you and everyone else in the squad. So it does allow it, it makes it easier as you go to just do multiple runs. You reach a point where you don't need to craft them anymore because you've got so many at max that you've got enough for the entire mission, and it'll reset your cap every mission anyway. That one blown up. Cool, cool. Let's get that out of the way. That's popped. How far is that? That is quite far. Let's hit it anyway. Nailed it. And lovely, that should be the last of the cruise ships. Everyone should be back on the ship.
Boom.
They are not. Let's fix that.
Focus on remaining targets. Captain terminated. Enemy.
There we go.
Reminds me of the old.
I like having that format. Ooh, Necros Prime Neuroptics. Now that is worth a pretty penny. We've had a lot of shiny items today, chat. We have had a lot of shiny items. That's good. Okie dokie. Hey, a bunch of ribbon slivers as well. Why not? Once again, zooming in on Earth. Void Storm. Okay, next one. We've done the G9s. Next best is apparently B5. Yeah, I've got plenty of those. But Rook. Sure, why not? As everyone grabs a relic, I'll just scoop up the last loot around here. Grab some more of those materials, because hey, why not, you know? And that'll send us off to the next mission.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Yeah, we are getting a lot of ribbon slivers these days, aren't we, Ladybug? Which is nice. You can definitely pick up everything you want to pick up with those ribbon slivers. Alright. Let's slowly drift our way through, once again, taking out bits and pieces as we see them. Only downside to relic fishes can't form between missions. Yeah, there's one downside. Unless the whole squad just dibs out and back all the time, which is, we don't really want to. Hold steady. Nice hit, nice. Drift ourselves ahead up towards our next objectives. Let's see. Where is the next cruise ship? There he is. That's him disabled, his shield's disabled. That's an easy kill right there. Just sit steady. Lovely.
Radiator exposed. Open fire.
Yeah, railshot guns just don't compare to Seeker Volley. Seeker Volley is just so strong in this game. So damn strong. Gonna do a lateral drift around here. Relic is cracked. Good, we've got all the reacts we need. Why did that all go backwards? Oh well, there's a cruise ship over there now.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
There we are. That should be ready to take out. The scrap parts we don't want, just scrap into Endo? Yeah, absolutely. So if you get, say, a Vidar armor plating or a... what's it? Z-key, guns, whatever. All that stuff that you just don't need. You can turn it into Endo. You get 75 Endo per item per tier. That's a max avail of 225 Endo per piece, which is a decent amount. It definitely all adds up. Oh, there's another cruise ship over this way. That is our focus. Here we go. Disabled, so that's not going anywhere. Oh, it appears to be generating a field. Have we got it? Ah, that's good. One's cashed in 400k Ender from railjet parts? Yeah, I don't disbelieve that. Railjet parts can be a wash with Ender, absolutely. There we are, that's disabled and easily killed. Cool, we just need the remaining cruise ships now. All the fighters that need to be dealt with have been dealt with. There's our cruise ships. We got 2 more, and 2 more is all we need to kill. So yeah, I can just sit back and let them do their job now. They got the shots. 1 down, 1 to go. And then it's just whoever's handling the bio captain. Is Grumpy Pants. Let's see how they're doing over here. Well, they're doing. They're bringing out their Necromech. That makes sense. Yep. Use your Necromech. Ultra Blap it. Very well done. Alright, let's form up. Very well done. I wonder how many people know you can actually watch what your teammates are doing through that. Why is the mission not done?
Captain terminated. Closing mission.
There we go. Okay, that was weird.
Avail yourselves of up to, but no more than
That was weird.
downtime.
Alright, let's grab the Helios Prime systems. Neat feature you run solo. I mean, you can use it to watch your NPC crew as well, to see what they're up to. Like, if you've been boarded, you can use it to lock onto which one's currently fighting and teleport to them. That's a thing you can do. Hello, Smuggler, how you doing? Ooh, we picked up an Axie VB5 Radiant from that mission as well. That's neat. Yeah. I'm opening up Axie B5 Radiance, and it gave me an Axie B5 Radiant back. So that didn't actually cost me a relic to open up that relic, technically speaking. Lovely. Does Warframe info still work? Probably. I haven't checked in on it in a while, so best way to check on that would be to check with the devs themselves for that one. Yeah, NPC crew shooting radiators is still a little bit of a problem. It'll be nice if DE could find a way to resolve that, but for now, it's still a little bit of an issue, yeah.
Brace for missile impact.
You have your Omnibound keypad 0? Fair do. I have mine just there. There's just Q and a slight shift to the left, I'm good.
Another job well executed.
Yeah, NPC crew set to pilot and gunnery should shoot radiators on objectives. It's just they aren't perfect about it. So certain radiators, they just don't seem to understand how to deal with.
Rainier Galleon plus support. Too big to take down, but you can get in.
You know, you can backflip out with Vault Speed. They should have that to Wisp motes. I get you. I get you.
Void storms mean a high probability of void fissures forming.
Let's fire off some more of these Seeker volleys. Take out those fighters.
Target. Missile battery.
Excellent, I've got my heavy gunner also doing the same. Looks like we have got ourselves a
Destroy core.
cruise ship on scope. Fire everything in their direction. And that should... Yep, easy kill. We got a good heavy gunner today, guys. We got a very good heavy gunner.
Has been halved. Cruise ship has gone bye-bye.
Man, that cruise ship just got annihilated with all the ancillary effects there.
We have company. Premier cruise ship on scope.
And when you're ready, wow. Lovely.
Expose the second radiator.
Whirl us around and get to work on these next bits.
Like a party. Scratch one cruise ship.
I think I could hear a... Well, there was a ram sled, but I think it just immediately got killed.
Cruise ship down. That
Alright, looks like we got a moment to breathe here. Nope, never mind. Moment's over.
exterior weak point exposed. Open fire.
There we go. What's the Seeking Missile mod name? Seeker Volley.
That's it.
As you can see, it is very effective.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Let's see. Next cruise ship, please. I'm just going to do loops whilst I wait. Hope no one gets seasick. Or space sick.
Marked. Destroy them. Galleon has translated in center. Carrying
Come on, where is it?
high priority target. The captain. Infiltrate and terminate. That is the captain.
Where's a cruise ship? There we go. That made one spawn.
Eliminated. Focus on
Hello, Red Dragon. All is good here. Hope all's good with yourself as well. Notice big guns sometimes take longer to charge. If it takes longer to charge, you usually need to check if there is a fire hazard. Fire hazard doubles the length of the charge time on the big gun. So if that is taking long to charge, check for that. You probably need to fix something. That's just a thing. You always ignore fires? Oh, don't ignore fires, no. Especially if you've got high engineering, you can just press L, click on the fire, and it fixes it. Job done. Obviously, make sure you don't run out of rev light. We've done 6 of the 8 cruise ships. We also need fighters. Is there enough ground kills happening to give us our spawns? I don't know if they've done enough ground kills. 05MAR, it's cold in space. Yeah, but it's hot on the ship. Yeah, it's looking like we may need to have some more ground kills to get the space stuff to spawn. Ah, here we go. And just unleash everything at it. Oh, speaking of, there's a fire. Let me fix that. I mean, there's a beautiful intrinsic right there. 0 effort, maximum results. We'll take out this cruise ship next. Nope, we not Gucci on that? Oh, apparently must have run out of dome charges. It happens. Let me take out this one. Flap. We still need to deal with the fighters though. Fighters are not being included at the moment. I'll just kill these 2 manually. That way I've got the Seeker Volley for when the next load of them spawn. There we go. Double Seeker Volley. Me and someone else, that's fine. And that is racking up the kills right there. There we go. Beautiful. Let's bring everyone back. Got 1 person on the Galleon command. Let's bring them back. Thank you, Gruger, for making sure we got the spawns. Wonderful. We'll take the Venka piece. It's fine. Because we are beginning to accrue some potential bugs there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset to the dojo, make sure everyone definitely gets their rewards. And I will take a very, very brief break because I have gone through a lot of tea and water in the last few hours. So let's head ourselves over to the dojo and do a quick little reset. Pants can't move or anything. Yeah, let's definitely drop back to the dojo, do a quick reset. Well, we've got quite a few bits and pieces in that run. I mean, these are definitely going to add up to some endo. I'll have to do the endo drop from that all at the end of the stream. Someone remind me about that before we finish up, of course. Alright, chat, so I'm going to be back in just a moment. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be happy.
Noble Tenno.
Ready?
Hello chat, I am back. Thank you very much for those of you who are able to wait around just a moment there. Looks like Gridband says reset out of the squad. Yep. Let's bring you back in. Let's bring you back in. Back high the drones. No, I see your drones right there. I see your drones. Alright. There we are. Grumpy Pants is back in. Let's get loading up with the relics we're going to run. Of course, we're going to keep on with the Axes. Axes are great at Void Storms. Why not? Okay, it's still saying B5 is a great idea. I got plenty of them. Let's do them. Warframe is ironic because you spend days perfecting builds which trivializes content, in turn makes it feel boring because of how easy it is. It depends on how you go about it, but I get where you're going from, yeah. As the saying goes, players will optimize the fun out of everything. I believe it was Sid Meier who coined that quote. Players will optimize the fun out of everything. What are those crew members? What we got? Garuga, Eliu, Grumpy Pants? They are players. Each with their own warframes and companions. One looks like a moth? What? Huh? Okay. Just accidentally knock themselves back there. Many NPC ones? I mean, I've not got NPC crew on at the moment, but if you saw the ones going around on the ship just briefly, I'll have to show you those later. They just won't appear whilst we're in a squad like this. This tunnel's taking a bit. Is someone struggling to load? Void Worm.
Storm rolling in. Batten down.
Goodbye, Void Worm. Alright, let's get smashing. Missiles away, start taking out these fighters nice and quickly. I don't know who I've got on my main gun today. I say today, this particular run. Ooh, cruise ship. Alright. This cruise ship is prepped and ready to be deleted. And there they go. Beautiful. Take out all of these fighters. Cruise ship. That one should be damageable from here.
Void sink forming. Eyes open.
Yeah, it's taking damage, so it should be damageable from here.
Enemy cruise ship has arrived.
Oh, I think they missed.
Powering weapons.
Oh no, they didn't miss. It just didn't kill it. Alright. It does take a bit of damage to take out the ones at this level, yeah. Arcane Consequence just triggered? Hold up, hold up. What? No. You're kidding me. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Cruise ship. I go behind the back of it here. That's a head. This literally counts as a headshot. Only the back one, but even when destroyed, yep, the back of the cruise ship is a headshot. The more you know, chat. The more you know. That is legitimately a headshot. The cruise ship has its head up its ass. Raptor. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Arcane Consequence can be refreshed? Oh yeah, always has been. Oh yeah. Alright, we got some easy cruise ship shots here. Let me just pop that bubble. Have a go in the way. Ooh, unfortunate miss. Try again. Boom. Give you a nice clean shot on this one. Oh, Apparently not a nice clean shot. My bad, sorry. Can that bit of knowledge be on the end card of your next video? I don't see a reason to add it, I'll be honest.
Cruise ship has translated into the sector. Cruise ship
I don't see a reason to do that now.
detonated.
It might make for a decent short.
Take them down.
YouTube short right there. Do the full creator thing, making shorts out of Twitch streams.
Captain is off the board.
If someone clipped it, that'd be even easier, but I think we're past that moment now.
Remaining fighter.
Getting choppy movement from the ship? Oh, okay. Here, do you want to switch around then? Elliot, do you want to switch places?
Evade. Scratch one cruise ship.
That might work out better for us if you gain that experience.
That clears up some space.
Although we are done here, we just need the ground crew to do their ground bit.
Galleon captain down.
Oh,
Support down.
the ground crew did not do their bit. They came back to the ship. Ground crew!
Dossier.
We've been doing void fishers for quite a while now. How did both of you forget this?
Ram sleds inbound.
Yeah. Oh,
Prepare to repel boarders.
and we got boarded.
We are
Well, no reactant, no relic crack for us.
Fates, look away. Fire crew, attention needed. Ram sled teams neutralized.
Ah.
Fires extinguished.
There we are.
Scrubbing atmosphere.
How can your shields disappear like that? Which shields? Ship shields or my shields? Have I considered making shorts out of my Twitch streams? Usually not. Usually not. I don't have the stream set up in a way which would be ideal for shorts, and then there's also actually creating the shorts. Yeah, creating shorts which are worth people's time. Ship shields? Probably because of a missile battery. Let's see, did we have a missile battery to deal with this time? Can't remember. We got the galleon. Those missiles can slap you a bit.
Missile
Um,
imminent.
It might have just been the galleon missiles, yeah. That happens. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Let's try opening up a relic and actually getting the rewards. Another B5 run. Just curious, what will happen if you blow up an enemy cruise ship while your squad mates are on said cruise ship? The cruise ship blows up around them, they end up in space. It's the most mundane of results possible, but it's also the least griefy. Can't vote? Right. Grumpy Pants, my bad, didn't realise I was the only ground crew. Did you do both objectives, Grumpy Pants? That's the only way you would be the only ground crew, is if you did both objectives. And if you do both objectives, you should always be looking at reactors as ground crew.
Mission complete.
Always.
Excellent work, Tenno.
I figured we had two people doing ground crew there.
Attention. Void storm imminent. This will get a little bumpy.
Yeah, YouTube clips, I'm not sure exactly what they're trying to do with that, if they're trying to do much at all. Compared to chop radiator from the outside, went to the galleon. Okay. So yeah, you were one of two ground crew then, because if you only shot the radiators, then someone else was doing the actual boarding.
Fishers.
Anyway, we should have two ground crew and two space crew. It seems to be a good rotation we got going there. Alright, we're in position here. I'm going to pop out the seat there. That should allow those to be blacked quite nicely. LU and I have switched back again somehow. After stuff saying, just hit MR19, going through primaries that could replace Amprex. Probably should replace check Nautilus. Yeah, go for it. Nautilus is great. Just if anyone is thinking of buying Nautilus rather than farming for them, buy them from the market directly, because it's actually so cheap. You'll usually save platinum buying them from the market rather than buying it from players. Kind of crazy, but true. Ooh, that is a very far cruise ship. There we are. Oh, that cruise ship is getting annihilated. And now let's hold them in place. Yeah, Nautilus is 75 platinum. It's stupidly cheap. I mean, it is only a companion, but what it gives you, hell worth it. And that because you're buying it from the market, it comes with this slot and the reactor built into it as well. Reactor and catalyst, I think, because you got the weapon too. So when you think about it, slot, I think the slot is what? You need 2 slots in a 12 plat, so that's 12 plat. Then you got the reactor, so that's 20 plat. Then you got the catalyst, that's 20 plat. So that's 52 plat straight up. I mean, it's an easy win right there.
They called some friends. Enemy cruise ship has punched in. Storm is becoming more severe.
My shields are constantly being struck. That's what's going on, Moon. I'm not actively dodging. My shields are constantly being struck by stuff. This is a void storm, after all. There is a heck of a lot going on.
Down. 1 to go.
Yeah, that one's free to shoot.
Key components marked.
You could just shoot that one, whoever's on the big gun.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
This one, I think, has a shield on it, so let's pop that shield real quickly.
Detonated. Pretty.
There we go, and I'll also blackout, so it's held in place. Yeah, Nautilus isn't fishing. Nautilus is the Railjack auto repair and the group up abilities, both of which are a bit shit. But Verglass is hands down the single best option when it comes to what do you call it? God, what was the word? Damage. I don't know why it took so long. Damage for companion weapons. It's ridiculously powerful. What is shooting me? Right, okay. Cool, we've got the reactants, we've got the fighters and everything done. We're just waiting for whoever is killing the galleon captain. It looks like our ground crew a little bit topsy-turvy again today. Not sure who was supposed to be doing what there.
Galleon has entered the fight. This changes things. Updating target manifest. Galleon captain.
Yeah, the Verglass is literally just the Galaxian weapon but given to companions, which is why it's so strong comparatively. It's kind of crazy. Let's see, how they're doing on the whole thing. There's missile platform, but they're actually on the ship. We can see their progress going through. Grumpy Pants is handling it. I just got myself a fresh mug of tea as well. Gorgeous. I do love me some tea. As you might expect, a guy with a teacup for a logo. I do love me some tea. Alright. I'm going to do something real special here. I'm going to join the fight. Oh, they actually got it done real quickly. Never mind. Back I go. Elliot had the same idea. Wonderful. Alright, Sonos Prime Grip, why not? It's worth 6 plat apparently. Easy pick. And apparently being shot. The fact that we can get boarded whilst picking our relic is kind of silly. Oop. Come on. There we go. Got it. Alright, let's give this another roll around. Just been doing radiators from outside before going to Galleon. Usually got time to do that before you finish cruise ships, not this time. Okay. Fair do, fair do.
Ship secure. Good work.
Was it the B5 is the one? Yep, B5 is the one being recommended to me, so we'll keep popping that one. What's the number in parentheses on Electroframe beside the plat amount? I think it's the daily trade volume, but I'm not too certain on that, I'll be honest. I think it is how much it's being traded. I think. Sweeper Prime and Deconstruct Prime do just fine. I disagree. As far as sensitive weapons go, they are trash.
Void storm rolling in. Batten down the hatches. Multiple bogies. Man the guns.
All good, Cryptolab. All good.
Massing alongside that galleon. Bodyguard details. Their captain is nervous. Let's get them dead
Alrighty.
and terminated.
Let us clear through yet another round. Ah, but this is a Void Fisher.
Destination.
Void Storm. Yeah, Void Storm. They call it, yeah.
New target.
Here we go. Cruise ships arrived.
Infiltrate. Disable reactors. Neutralize core. As long as that turbine
That should be
is running,
in range nicely for them to blap it.
and our progress.
Oh, what happened there?
Crew. I need volunteers to board
Oh, the Void Storm blocked it. Oops. There we go. Looks like this will be the next best cruise ship to take out, so let's line that up. Gonna step out of the seat so it doesn't mess up the aim. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, in order to get things into your inventory to use them, you do need to finish the mission. And so for Railjack, that means you do need to dip back to the dojo or more to be able to use it. I think it's just a dojo, but yeah. Cool, looks like that was a nice clean hit. Let's circle around, get this next cruise ship. Railjack Crew Destroy First Radiator. It looks like I can jump onto that role myself here. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Ground Crew got it. That's fine. That is all dealt with. Let's go over here. Ooh, slightly overshot that. Did not realise they were quite so close. This should be ready to blap. Emphasis on should.
Bingo. Crew, crash that radiator.
Only every pilot hopped off steering when someone's aiming big gun. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Void storm intensified.
Speaking of, let's hop off that there. They can handle that one. I'm going to switch to this so I can destroy the radiator. Never mind. The ground crew got it before I got there. Whatever.
Radiators destroyed.
Switch back to piloting seat.
For the core. Scratch.
Did that cruise ship go out of the view? Ah, that bloody cruise ship. It did go out of the view. Here we are.
Crew. Wreck.
Now it ain't going anywhere. Ground crew. Reactant.
Skies are clear of
Ground crew, you are failing on the reactant. Please make sure you pick that up.
down. That clears up some space.
The answer is not Neo reactant. The answer is go get reactant. Get onto the ground and go shoot the things which give reactant. Zero enemies? Okay, let's see. Which one of you is where? Gruber is dead. That makes it hard for me to look at them. Pulse turbine. Let me teleport to that location. I can see enemies on the minimap for them. Yeah, no enemies. None whatsoever. So, little tip for this one. This one can be a bit of a pain for enemy spawning. Go down this corridor here. This is where the enemies love to spawn when it is a void storm. So always go down this corridor. No part of the objective takes you down here, which is why some people miss it. But this corridor is where you'll get a lot of void storm enemies. So always make sure you check down that corridor when you're doing the pulse turbine. If you're doing a void storm, you'll pick up so much more reactants so easily that way. We are still down 2 bits, which is not exactly ideal. So everyone is on this one location here. Yeah. So either we've got a load of fighters left to deal with, unlikely, or we've got enemies left alive over on the galleon, too much. This is why you need to focus on the reactant as ground crew. It's part of the objective there, and we've got 8 cruise ships to deal with in the meantime. I'm going to go have a ganders over at the galleon. I mean, someone can board cruise ships as well, but it's a really inefficient way of doing it. You try to go back to galleon, can't get inside. Let me give it a quick look over. Might have been a bug, might be locked, but let me give it a quick look over. Oh yeah, it does shut us out of that one. Interesting. Okay. Double reason to do it ahead of time. Alright, that cruise ship then. Let's get inside of it. What we're going to have to do. Ow. Here we go. This is the backup, which you can always do, but it's not ideal.
That's it. You
This
opened
time
the
it spawned in properly, but yeah, it's usually better just to get it with the ground crew stuff. Alright, looks like we got a big gunner. They should be ready to fire. And for those wondering, the reason I didn't destroy the cruise ship from the inside myself there is because when you destroy it from the inside, it takes a lot longer to blow up. A lot longer. So shooting it from the outside is actually the faster way, even if you have to teleport back to your railjack and then shoot it with a big gun yourself. It's still usually faster. Hello, Cinder Prime Blade, I'll take that, thank you very much. It's not the most expensive item, but it's still 12 flats, so that's a nice pickup. Yeah, the reason I hop off the pilot seat when someone's aiming a big gun is because it instantly stops the drift. You see, if I go say aim at this rock here, you can see there is still some amount of drift. I aim at another rock, let's say we're aiming at this one. You see the railjack tries to compensate what's going on. It'll drift into positions. If I instantly get off, it's done. Near enough all the time, no matter what weird schmeared stuff you're doing, get off, it's staying on point. So yeah. How do you get the forward turret mode? This thing. You climb in. I think there might be an intrinsic to actually unlock it, but yeah. What, for a chap I play? What do you mean, what character am I playing? This is Lavos. Alrighty, Voidstorm Skirmish, let's get cracking, another B5, let's go for it, we're getting some shinies, why not? Obviously, how do you swap, right, yeah. You swap weapon on Railjack just like you swap weapon normally. You press your swap weapon button. It is literally the exact same keybind as your normal gameplay. You press the swap weapon button. Grimpan's going to go straight to Galleon. It's time to get traces. Sounds like a good idea, yeah. Pollux, the overlay, as Cosmo has linked for you, is a Leca frame. If only there's a way to make it so reticle moves independently and not steer the ship. Yeah, that would be nice. Or if, you know, the main gun wasn't slave to the aim of the pilots, that'd be great. It wasn't tied to it, but it is tied. When I think about Wukong, Wukong's a very powerful Warframe. Very versatile too. Definitely a good pickup for newer players and everyone thereafter.
inside your objective. Fissures.
Wukong's biggest downside is his lack of control. So if you need to defend a location, you're defending offensively with him. Oh, these things didn't really want to die, did they? Oh, yeah. We got a couple cruise ships around here. Yep, they both have shields, and I just used up my Shatterburst. Ah, but my main gunner has a Shatterburst. That's fine. So we're all good. Yeah, I don't need to reposition that one. They're fine. They got this. Wonderful. There we go. Let's fire up the missiles here, take out those additional fighters. They don't cause any spawn issues. Head our way over towards this next one. Is that shielded? That is... I don't think that one's shielded. Let me fire this to be certain. Not shielded. Cool. And it's destroyed. Beautiful. Very good snipe there. Eliu definitely knows how to use a big gun. You get some people who can be a bit shaky with it. Eliu is not one of those people. They know what they're doing. Yeah, love to see it. Alright, we got a cruise ship over here. Railjack crew destroy first radiators. Let me just pop that over there to help out. This has got a shield on it, so I'm going to close in. Oh, the missile veered off at the last second. That was weird. Weird. Yo! Bravo! Or Rap 100. Either which way. Thank you very much for resubscribing with your Prime. Up onto 6 months. You got that lovely golden badge. Oh. Cheers indeed, my dude. You're a legend. Thank you very much for the support. Let's see, we got this one over here. Let's zoom in nice and close. There we go. Whilst that happens, they're taking out the cruise ship. I see some fighters off in a different direction. I'm going to switch ship here and do that. I do not look like my voice first time here. There I do. What did you picture then, Supremo? What did you picture from my voice? Who did you expect to see here today? What celebrity did you expect me to be a look-like of? We need to take out that second radiator. Ooh, I think I might spy that one. Nope, it's all good. Let's take this out. Missile platform is pretty much dealt with. Galleon is dealt with. Cruise ships, we've got 2 more to go, so let's speed through these. That's held in place. That's ready to go.
Remaining fighters are being called off. Excellent.
Lovely. One more.
Away crew.
Over here.
Time. Destroy marked components. Cruise ship reactor.
It's on the other side of the Galleon, because of course it wants to be awkward about it.
Locking sensitive systems. Trash the place.
There we are. That's going to finish up the cruise ships and finish up the mission. Beautiful. Everyone can return. Let's do a quick little form up.
Down. Take a breath and redirect. Cruise ship has gone bye-bye. Captain, terminate.
Beautiful. Let's grab the former blueprint.
Phase. Closing mission.
Because all that stuff, I don't need it. I've got Harrow Prime New Optics. It's all low value stuff. So yeah, despite the fact that it's all silvers, I'll take the former. Out of curiosity, what headphones do I use? They're Sony.
Missiles en route.
They're a pair of headphones I picked up in an airport, I think 8 years ago now? Yeah, I realised when I got to the airport that I didn't actually have headphones. I was about to be away for 6 weeks, so I grabbed headphones. And they're actually quite comfy, so I just kept using them. You imagine me older? Oh, fair enough then. Alright, Supremo, now we got the real question. Now that you finally get to see who the Kengineer actually is, how old do you think I am? You've seen me, you've heard me, you've followed what I put out there. How old do you actually think I am? And you say I would have been way more surprised if Kengineer turned out to be an 80-year-old Asian grandmother. Wow. Mr. Zozo saying 22, Galaxy Horizons 24, Daitai saying 26, Primo saying 26 max, Aurorap Prime 34. I see someone wants to get murdered because Smuggler's saying 100. Rumpans 28-29. It's interesting how there's such a spread here. Some people saying 22, some people saying 34. This is really quite a spread. Like, that's a 12-year gap right there. Spartacus saying 28. Really, these guesses are all over the place. Do we have enough time for another one of these? I don't think that we do. No, we don't. We're going to have to head to the dry dock. Alright, well, the correct answer, and I would award someone for getting it correct, however, when you guess 2 ages at once, it doesn't really count. But the correct answer is 29. I am in fact 29 years old. The more you know. But it's nice to know the majority of you think I have my youthful good luck still. Smuggler, Aurora, you two can just kind of live your lives. I'll just diplomatically put it that way. You two live your lives. The gap between 150 and 22 is not 12 years. I was counting between legitimate answers, Fork. Legitimate answers. Alright, I'm going to head on over. Hey, is someone missing a Warframe? We seem to have a Warframe. Oh, get the scrapers. We hit a bug. Oh, get it off the window. It's bleeding. Look at it. Ew. Get it off of there. Oh. I'll get the cleanup crew on it. Ugh. Alright. Before we get cracking on with look at the endo here, just want to remind you guys as well, we are doing the platinum giveaway in just a moment. So exclamation mark ticket if you want a chance to win it if you've not already done so. Give yourself a chance at getting yourself a bit of platinum. Let's see. How much endo have I just got from all this lot here? Because all of these was just from doing these void storms today. All of these were just from these void storms. So let's see. When I select all of this lot, how much endo has this just generated? And this is extra endo on top of all the rewards we got from other missions. That's another 9,300 endo we're just picking up there. I mean, that's not terrible. Also, someone mentioned earlier on in the stream that I was on nearly 49 million credits. I'm now on nearly 50 million. So we picked up near enough a million credits. Well over 10,000 endo because I got the rewards throughout the missions as well. So that's a nice scrap right there. We would have gained intrinsics, but I don't gain intrinsics now I'm maxed out. We picked up all kinds of railjack materials, which are great for helmet, by the way. Gained additional relics. And gained 7-off parts if you needed to farm those. Opened up relics. Got void traces along the way. You know, railjack puts out a heck of a lot of bits and pieces. It really does. It's just, it's not perfect to anything non-exclusive. It's not the fastest way to open relics. It's not the fastest way to get credits or endo. It's not the fastest way to get affinity. But it does do a lot. And yeah, you can see here, we got 2,000 endo as well. Just some mission rewards on the second run around. That was a shorter number of runs. So when you add it up, we got a lot of endo. We got some holo keys, 20 of those on that second run around. We got a couple of Sevagoth pieces. Gold mods out the wazoo, so you know, that's doing fine. I would estimate probably made around about 15,000 endo from all that lot. And yeah, you can see, look at how these gold mods are stacking up. Like, just these ones here. 1,017 gold mods. That's great for transmutation or for endo. Like, I didn't care about transmutation. That's another 15,000 endo or 1 million credits, whichever you really needed. Railjack is great in terms of its rewards overall. Let's see, how many holo keys have I got nowadays? Holo key. I've got a few. Yeah, I've got a few of them. 327 corrupted holo keys now. That's not bad. That's a decent amount to have, isn't it? I can get myself, what's that, 8 of the weapons from Ergoglast? You can only buy 5 a week, I think, so, you know. I think that'll do me fine for now. Hi, says Rain. Say hello, Kenjdir. Recently getting back into Warframe from seeing the Prime Gaming Gift of Octavia. Also found out I only need Rhino systems left to be able to build him. Is he a good frame to get? Yes, Rhino is a good frame to get. Let me show you Rhino real quickly. So you're clearly new to the whole process of everything. I've got Rhino Prime. Rhino and Rhino Prime are basically the same, just Rhino Prime has some slightly enhanced stats and a slightly easier time modding, but basically no difference you need to worry yourself with. Rhino's first ability, kind of so-so, doesn't really matter all that much, but you can get an augment, which makes it more interesting. But Rhino becomes amazing with these 3 abilities right here, Pint-Sized Rain. Iron Skin is basically an extra layer of hit points, which also completely protects from all status effects. So things which would knock you down, things which would burn you, things which would drain your energy through magnetic procs, all that kind of stuff, fully blocked whilst this is in effect. You can do the entire star chart just relying on this Iron Skin. It is very strong. You've then got Raw, a damage buffing ability. This damage buff is what's known as a faction buff. Most important to you at this point in time is that unless you're using a faction bonus, something like does extra damage against Grenier, this will basically be just a straight up damage buff to everything you use. So you can see here with my stats, it's 122%. So literally when I activate this on my Rhino, all of my weapons do over double the damage they were previously doing. This is a huge bonus for you. The duration is not short either. And then if shit really does hit the fan, you've got Rhino Stomp. This one, in a pretty decent radius around you, will slow down enemies to a ridiculously slow speed, and this includes some status resistant enemies like Xmas units. So you've got tank, damage, or damage amplification, and crowd control in one frame here. Does a very good job. So Rhino is a solid Warframe. He's not the flashiest, but he is a solid frame. You could be looking forward to a very good one there. Also, bite-sized rain. If you've only just joined into the stream, let me just double check here. Have you typed it? Oh, yes, you did. You've already grabbed yourself a ticket. That's perfect. All right, then. In which case, if any person who's not even got Rhino yet has grabbed themselves a ticket, I think that means everyone who wants a ticket has grabbed themselves a ticket. So let's have a look then. The winner today of the Platinum giveaway is indeed going to be Cafe Filter. Cafe Filter or Cafe Filter. I'm not sure which one it is, but all the same, you know who you are. Congratulations, you are the winner of today's Platinum giveaway. I'll be contacting you here on Twitch in just a couple minutes after the end of the stream to get a hold of your Warframe username and platform. We'll get that sent on over to you there, Cafe Filter. Congratulations. To everyone else as well, though, who's been joining me throughout this stream, do not go anywhere just yet. We are going to be moving on over to another part of the Warframe community. I do want to say as well, thank you to Rav, to Space Cadet via Demon Emperor there, of course, to Juratan, to Unholy Moondog, to Kara Cop, to Rageface, to Grimmy, to Andrew, and to Athlia. Thank you very much, all of you guys and gals, for supporting the channel here with your bits, with your subs, with your gifts. You guys are what make it where this channel can continue to exist. All of you are absolutely awesome people. Thank you very, very much. All right, let's see then. I'm going to switch yourself to this little intermission screen here whilst I have a look. Who are we going to raid today? Who are we going to raid today and show what is amazing about this community? Let's see. What Warframe stream do we want to go to? If I once again sort by English. Oh, look at me at the top there. Thank you. I love being in that spot there. You guys made that happen. Thank you very much, all of you. Let's see. We've got Neoness. We have got VTuber. My word, VTubing is really kicking off, isn't it? There's Archangels, Laurelie. I don't recognize some of these names at all. Who are we thinking today, then? Who are we thinking today? 165 is 165? True, yeah, right, yeah, true. 165 is in fact not 165. That's a thing. That number is a cursed number in Warframe. Ladybug, you put the exclamation mark on the wrong side. No. Let's just go to Neonas today. I'm fine with that. I don't recognize much of anyone else who is streaming, and Neonas is plenty fine for us to head on over to, so let's go to Neonas. But that is indeed all that we have got time for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining in. I do hope you have enjoyed yourselves. If you haven't already, make sure you check out the YouTube channel. Obviously, most of you are from there, but there's the new video I put out just the other day. And until then, I hope you have yourselves a very good week. I'll be live again on Wednesday. Pint-sized rain, if you want to know why 165 is bad, check out YouTube, go The Kengineer 165. You'll find a video all about damage calculation. Until then, bye-bye, y'all.